we're already live.
Uh-huh.
Oh shit. Oh man, where's the shit at so I can share it?
We should talk about a bunch of stuff that Tony would like to talk
I hope you
about.
guys told people about
Here.
tonight.
I can share it.
I don't want to talk about Transformers and fucking Ninja Turtles again for the 500th time. Oh man, come on, hurry up. There we go. Don't be a bitch. Like I know my system likes to like try and kick me out once in a while, so I'm trying to give it a chance to kick me out before we really get into this.
Agreed.
And the fact that it hasn't done it yet is annoying me because I feel like I know it's coming. So there we go. All right, fuck it. Everything's sent out. We are live. Hey, somebody's already here watching. Fucking love that. I hope they got the notification. Whatever happens, people are here. So welcome to Collector's Hideout, the weekly podcast where we all get together, different variety of people, talk shit about different topics of pop culture interest, whether it be movies, video games, collectibles, um, comics. And tonight we're actually discussing wrestling. It is WrestleMania week. We got WrestleMania coming up this weekend, and we're going to discuss wrestling, mainly due to one of our guests' requests. So, with no further ado, let's do our intros here. Mr. Cuban Guy, thank you for joining us this evening.
What's going on? Hello, hello. How's everyone doing? Yeah, I'm doing all right. Sorry that the Doom apparently the Avengers Doomsday trailer leaked. It was just shown at CinemaCon, so it just opened up like one of my social media. It's right there. So I was like, oh man.
You're like, oh, now I have to watch this.
Well, yeah, I was like, it was started playing. I was like, oh crap. So yeah, hi everyone. Sorry, I get distracted easily.
Yeah, he's like a fucking cat with a shiny thing.
Correct.
Yeah, we know. So, Mr. Psycho, thank you for. You're always here, so no, fuck you. But no, thanks for being here, man.
I'm always here, like you said.
You know what? Fuck it. I'll stop introducing you. You can go fuck yourself. Go in the corner.
And I am not watching the trailer that leaked online.
John's like the
What's going on, Gustavo?
He's like the caretaker of the Overlook Hotel. He's always been here. He's just always here.
Well, see the thing. All right,
that is correct.
Before we get into our topic of oily men rubbing on each other, before we get into that topic, let's just the leak. Okay, I haven't watched it, but I feel like Psycho, what you just said, it makes no difference, right? Oh, I haven't watched the leak because it's leaked. It hasn't officially been released yet. It's been released to the people there. It's not like somebody stole it off of somebody's computer and they put that bitch online. Like, they showed it to people. So if it's up there, fuck it, watch it. I don't think you're breaking any rules at that point.
No. I was just saying it because I was actually paying attention. Whereas you're introducing Jose and he's like looking off to the side, not really responding. I was trying to say I'm paying attention here.
I was responding. I did respond. I said hello.
Yeah, he's just the real generic. Hey, how you doing?
No, this was him. Hi, how you doing?
I mean, he could have been like, just like not saying shit.
Yeah.
So, 2 weeks ago, Mr. Cuban Guy here hit me up saying, "Hey, we should do a wrestling podcast." That was originally for last week, but I was like, you know what? Fuck it, let's do it the week of WrestleMania because that's the hot topic of anybody in the world of wrestling, right?
Yeah.
So let's do it. Where do you want to?
Yeah,
it was your request, Cuban Guy. How do you want to do this? You want to talk matches, build up? You want to talk just history?
Yeah, let's do. I think we should definitely discuss the build up, and we could make our predictions as well. There's a 2-night match card. They've announced. The other thing too is that they've announced the first hour of each night is going to be free for everyone, basically. So
Where?
I think for Saturday night, you can watch the first hour on ESPN2, I believe, and then night 2 you can watch it on just like regular ESPN.
Bro, I thought you were gonna hit me with ESPN the Ocho. So, all right.
No.
ESPN.
Even wrestling is too mainstream for that. So, yeah, no, but we could talk about build up. I mean, the build up this year has been very interesting to say the least. We just had the go home show on Monday Night Raw, and then we're gonna have the last SmackDown before Mania tomorrow night. So we'll see how things go from there. So, but there's been a lot of talk, a lot of other predictions that I've seen folks do. I have some predictions of my own. I have some thoughts on the build up as well. I'm sure Chris, you watch the product as well, so you probably have your thoughts.
I watch usually Raw, but usually God damn it, did I freeze?
No, you're fine.
All right, my face ain't moving. Cool, but at least on my end, I'm like stuck like this.
No, you're good on our end.
All right. Oh, funny. We're all frozen on my end. Everything. That's awesome. So fucking until it catches up. No, so I watch it Raw, but usually I'm like screwing around on my phone, periodically popping in the shit that's interesting. Because a lot of the product gets kind of repetitive and boring for me. There's just a few main storylines that I really am focused on.
Mm-hmm. Oh, he just dropped out. Rip. So yeah, there's a few.
Listen, he knew it was coming. He called it. He said, I always get. He's like, I'm trying to give it a couple minutes before we get started. So if it's gonna kick me out,
we'll continue on.
Oh man.
Him. So, so the build in general has been like pretty interesting. I think before we even jump into the build, because there's a lot of controversy like sort of like revolving around Mania in the first place. Mainly the ticket prices is one of the big things, which I'm sure you know about, John.
Yeah.
And of course the fact that it wasn't even supposed to take place at Vegas this year. Originally it was supposed to take place in New Orleans, and then they kind of, TKO decided to kind of pull the rug from under New Orleans, and then we're like, yep, you know what? We're gonna, like, Vegas is gonna give us a lot more money, so we're just gonna move it to Vegas.
Yep.
Kind of like screwing over a lot of people that were planning on, having a big Mania weekend in New Orleans. And so there's a lot of controversy there. I definitely have thoughts on that. But I mean, what is your kind of take on that, John? What do you think?
I mean, I don't know why. That's a lie. I do know why they're being the way that they are, because all they care about is money, right? So if they're going to get more money for doing that, then they're going to do that, right? And for them, it's not about, for all the things you can say about Vince McMahon, he also understood his fans and understood what the fans needed. TKO does not seem to understand that. They don't seem to understand that it's not the ultra wealthy that have been keeping wrestling alive all these years, and that wrestling is not the NFL. It's not the NBA. You are not going to have people like Jack Nicholson spending, $200,000 or more, actually probably more than that, for floor seats at the Lakers every year, right? Like, that's not going to happen. But it seems like they believe that their entire audience is rich people, and I don't think that it is.
Yeah, I mean, if you look at some of the ticket prices, I I remember when we went, right? Or like when I went back in, my gosh, what was it? Like WrestleMania 28. I want to say 20. Was it 28 when it was down here?
Yeah.
So I mean, I remember we got like really good seats. It wasn't floor seats, but it was like pretty close to the ring, and they were like $150, $160. You can't even get into the building right now with $160. I think the cheapest tickets are like, and we're talking like nosebleed seats, are upwards of like $250 to $300.
So we're talking greed. Is that what we're discussing now?
Yeah. Because that's
Correct.
like before we even get into the matches. I mean, there's all the controversy just revolving around their decision to bring it back to Vegas. I mean, there's a lot of issues with that as well, right? It's like, WrestleMania, especially now that it's 2 days, is a big commitment, right? And you're bringing it and you're doing it in arguably the most expensive city in the United States, or probably the world. Vegas is extremely expensive, just in terms of hotel prices, in terms of like airline tickets. It's a very, very expensive place to go. I mean, especially if you're going to spend a week or a weekend there, however long you're going to stay,
I mean,
on
I've been there a
top of
couple
like the
times.
Mania. Yeah, but I mean, how long ago did you go?
Like
Chris
4 or
goes
5
every
years ago.
year.
Yeah. Wait, what?
Chris goes every year.
How does he go every year?
Well, he fits it in with his European vacations too. He takes like a week-long European vacation every year, goes to Vegas for a weekend every year. Yeah.
Well, see, Jose, what it was is that I went one year, and while there, I was like, oh, I'm gonna go check out Area 51, right?
Right.
So I was going out to Area 51, but then I was looking up other things to do. I actually found that there's a UFO alien brothel. So now I go every year because
see.
I like 3 titties on my women.
Okay.
So
we got a Total Recall fan here.
I'm sure that your wife is very happy with that.
No, so yeah, but I mean, it's still. I mean, it's we're talking 4 years ago. I mean, it's obviously it's a lot more expensive now.
I mean, so here's the thing.
So
I don't pay attention. I don't go to the events anymore. So I don't know. I've heard and read people complain about pricing, right? When it comes to pricing, the only event that I understand the really high pricing or higher pricing on would be a WrestleMania, right? Just like a football game, the Super Bowl is always the higher ticket, right? It's the big one.
Sure.
So I get that. It's the small shows, the normal Raws and the SmackDowns, those prices. If those are getting insane, that's the problem, right?
Because, I mean, those are also getting insane. I mean, those are more expensive.
That's a different situation. That's messed up. For me,
I mean,
I said, when it comes to the WrestleMania, it could be as highly priced as it wants. And I know John's example of, Jack Nicholson's not going to be sitting ringside. Okay, true. But look at the amount of celebrities that do sit ringside now, right? It's not Jack Nicholson. It's a younger generation generally, but there is a lot of celebrity attention right now. So I can see why TKO is like, oh, we're going to push us, especially on WrestleMania, to get the higher numbers because the fans will support it. And the fact that they are supporting it just proves them right.
I still feel like
they're not supporting it.
Yeah, like it's still a bad business decision because at the end of the day, like
it's a bad business decision for the Super Bowl to do it too, but they do it and they make their money.
No, but listen, it's different though. Here's the thing: is that it would be one thing, but that's why the Super Bowl changes location every year, right? Because if you have it at the same location like 2 years in a row, you're going to have diminishing returns on your profits. Okay. Because if people have already, like, basically what that means is that people have already gone and they've already experienced it, they're less likely to come back the next year and like do it again because they're like, we already went to Mania.
You're discussing, you're saying, the same location. This is the first time that they've done back-to-back same location. It's always moved. So it's always been the same, like a Super Bowl where it's moved around. It's usually wherever the Super Bowl was the year before is where the WrestleMania usually happens, right? Or something like it follows the Super Bowl.
It sometimes does that, but not all.
Yeah, it often follows the Super Bowl. This is the first time it's been 2 years in a row the same location, right? And I agree, being in the same location is kind of weird, right? And I don't think it's a great idea.
They did 2 years in a row in Orlando.
For the Super Bowl?
No, for WrestleMania.
Are you sure? I don't think so.
When did they do Orlando for WrestleMania? They did Miami.
I don't think they did 2 years in a row. Maybe in Florida. You might be thinking because they did one year in Orlando and then the next
year, and then they did the next year after that.
Oh, but that doesn't. I mean, that's not the same thing though, because I mean, there were no fans in attendance for like one of those years. Remember?
Oh yeah, that's different.
Yeah, that's different.
A whole different aspect.
Yeah. We're talking about like when there's fans in attendance.
You could at that point you say that WrestleMania was all over the world because it was just in everybody's house, right?
Right.
Like, that's bullshit.
Yeah.
But like I said, like that one, like WrestleMania, I get it. Pricing goes high. since I was a kid. And I was like, oh, I'd like to go. The prices are always too high for me to go, right? Granted, they're not as high as they are now. True. But it was always too. So I've always expected WrestleMania to be out of my price range to really go. And I could afford to go to like the nosebleeds. I've been to a wrestling shows in the nosebleeds and in the middle. And guess what? It's not fucking worth my time to go for a nosebleed to where I could see it better just looking on my fucking phone than being up there. It's like, what do I want to watch? A bunch of fleas fight each other? No, I don't want that. Like, if I'm going to go, I'm going to be at least like the first fishbowl section, like where it first starts going up, or floor. Yeah. Ground floor.
But that's kind of my point, Chris, is that like in order to do, like, I agree with you, like most people want to do that, but in order to do that, like you have to save up money, especially if you're going to go with like your family, right? If you have like family going, you got to purchase stuff for the kids.
Yeah, but that's
hotel rooms. You got to purchase. I mean, it's a big financial investment. So it's like, and now it's like, yeah,
that's everything.
But see, I think here's what Jose is saying.
That's everything.
Right. You're right when you say that you have to save for anything.
You have to save to go to the goddamn movies.
But the problem is that where WrestleMania tickets used to be reasonable, expensive, but reasonable, right? $200, $300 a ticket, fine.
Okay.
Now that same ticket that was just a couple of years ago, $300 before TKO took over.
Okay.
Now that same ticket is like $8,000.
Yeah, it's like a huge increase. Like,
it's not like
compared to last year.
It's not. It's just they're just like, oh wait, we can make a ton of money.
Just compared to last year, it's literally on average 60% more.
But the problem isn't TKO.
I disagree,
but that's fine.
It is the problem. TKO.
No, it's not them though. They're taking advantage of the people who are going to pay, because people are going to the show. They are
but the show's not sold out is the thing.
Okay.
Like they're still missing like 20,000 people.
But Jose,
so it's like at the same time this year it was already sold out. So
Jose, just for rough numbers, a 60,000 people stadium, right?
Yeah.
40,000 go. 40,000 at $300 or 40,000 at $8,000. Who's making the money?
I mean, I'm not disagreeing with you.
It's all about greed.
Yeah, it's
no, like, I'm saying, but the thing is, the people going and paying those prices are telling them it's okay. They're showing them that they're right. Just like in my and John's world of collectibles, right?
Yeah.
Scalpers are shitty, but the real problem are the people who pay the fucking scalper prices to get the shit. Because if you stop paying those prices, they'll stop selling that shit. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, but I think with
they're justifying their decision is being justified by people who want to go.
Right, but here's the thing: in a business like wrestling, where you judge the success of an event by not just like the money that you make, but like by selling out the house. Like that's always kind of like traditionally been the mark of a successful show. Is when you, I mean, when you could tout numbers, like you're touting things like the Silver Dome, you have like 90,000 people. You know what I mean? Like those are the kinds of accomplishments and successes that make for a good success. When you have a stadium, when you were in that same stadium last year, and you're missing 20,000 people, sure, 40,000 people are still paying that price, but those 40,000 people are always going to pay the price no matter what, because they're super rich. So it's like, is that a reason that they should just continue hiking up prices? I don't think so.
You don't think so?
Again,
I don't think so.
Yeah, because they're a business. Of course, they're going to go for the biggest profits. Obviously,
there's different types of business.
It's the same thing for like any type of business that has like whales or anything like that. People that are going to spend exorbitant amounts of money. Can a company cater to those people? Sure, they can. Does that make it right? No. Like, I don't think that makes it legitimately.
Into an argument that I have every day with my management teams. Okay, my job is to focus our locations on quantity. Right. Majority, keep pushing, get more people, more customers. prices lower, more customers, more customers, more customers. I'm part of that argument every day. I understand what you're saying, but we need to understand one thing, and everybody, and you guys have said it, but it's the biggest problem, and it's the biggest change, is that you're comparing it to business of a completely different business, right? Once this new people came in, TKO came in, the business has changed. It's a new owner, and they're a different type of business, right?
Yeah, I agree.
So yes, what they're
And-
doing
and-
is wrong. I'm
yeah.
not going to say what they're doing is right because it's not.
Yeah.
I just understand why they're doing it. For their
Well,
financial side, it makes sense. You want to say it's greed, that's fine. You can say that about any company in the world. Every company, it's greed. Even the company I work for, it's not taking more, charging people for more, but we want more people to come in to give us money. So it's still greed. It's just getting it from a different way, right?
it just sucks when you have, and we'll discuss it more when we talk about like the match buildup, because there's certain matches that
But I think
TKO kind
majority
of had their
problem-
hand in. It's when you have, because now you have TKO here, and TKO's they're not a wrestling company. They just see the WWE as like an asset where they can generate money from, and that's how that's the big reason why they changed the location to Vegas, was because Vegas is going to pay them a lot more money. It's why they're having it next year in Saudi Arabia, because Saudi Arabia is going to give them a lot more money. So it's like, yeah.
But that's where you get down like this, is that the reason people in general, I can't say you specifically because everybody's a little different, right? The reason people are so upset about it is because they can't afford it. They feel like they've been priced out, which is completely understandable, and now they're pissed off. Even people like Psycho, who wasn't gonna fucking go anyways, he's like, no, fuck them for doing. You're not gonna fucking go. It doesn't bother you. It doesn't affect you. It doesn't hurt you. It does nothing to you. But people are like, oh, I've now been priced out, and now people are upset about that shit.
Right.
It's a fair anger. I get it. You're upset, and they shouldn't be doing it. I understand why, but my whole thing was when it comes to like WrestleMania, like the Super Bowl, it's not something I'm ever going to go to because it's out of my price range. It always has been. Even if it was $130 nosebleeds, huh?
We almost went to the one in Miami.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I couldn't afford it.
But again, like,
couldn't afford it.
Think about now, with the job you have now, with the way you are now, you absolutely would be able to afford that $180 seat to put Jose on the floor.
And guess what? That $180 seat, that was what? 15 years ago? 12 years ago?
Yeah, it was about like 13, 14 years ago, yeah.
Yeah, so if you add in the price of inflation, it wouldn't be a $180 seat for the floor anymore if it kept up with the same trend. And I'd still probably be like, you know what? I don't think so, fam, because a couple years ago, we were trying to go to the one in Tampa, too, and that shit was out of price. And TKO didn't own it then.
I mean, I don't remember it being out of price. It just, you know.
It's just, yeah. It's just like I said, like I get all that. I just think, you know, for a business like wrestling, where again, the measure of the success of a show is how many people are there. When you are pricing out people to the point where you're only getting 2/3 of the amount of people that you had this previous year in the same location, there's a problem, right? And yes, I get like they're making money, sure. So for TKO, they don't care, right? But for the wrestlers there, where they're going to get more money, they're also upset because there's not enough people there. There's not as many people there.
The only thing, and the reason I won't say yes or no to what you're saying about that is because I don't know the contracts they have made, right? The wrestlers. But when you watch interviews with some of the bigger stars like The Rock or Austin, the deals they had, majority of their money came off of endorsements, merchandise, all that, right?
Yeah.
And that's not just like at one show merchandise. It's just merchandise across the board. You know what I mean?
Sure.
And I think that's where TKO is also going like, yeah, we're doing this. We're making a buttload more here.
Yeah.
Not as many people, but we're making 13 times as much going this route. And we're still selling the same amount of merchandise because people are still eating this shit up.
Sure.
You know what I mean?
Sure.
But
by that same logic, that kind of makes my point, because like I'm saying, the No, right. But here's the thing: is that the wrestlers are upset because yes, people are gonna buy merchandise and stuff, but people are more likely to buy merchandise at the show when they're at the show. Correct?
No.
Yes, they are. If they're at a wrestling, it's the same thing. If they're at a sports like a
Jose,
sporting
if
event.
that was the case, then when you went to a wrestling show, you'd never see anybody with any merchandise. You'd
No,
see them
that's-
walk in naked and then walk out pimped out.
That's a stupid argument, and you know it. That doesn't make
Well,
any
no,
sense.
because you're
dude.
the way you're saying
No.
it. you look
People
at
are
all the-
more people are more
everywhere
likely
that you
to buy
can go,
stuff.
everywhere you can go and buy wrestling.
I'm not
merchandise.
saying like every
Not
what you're
fair.
suggesting is every person that goes into a sporting event goes and buys something. No,
That's what you
that's not
just
what I'm-
said.
No, I said they're more likely to. That's why I said more likely because they
Who?
are.
Who?
Everyone who's there.
Exactly.
People-
Thank you. You just said everyone who's there
Yes.
will buy something, and they're not.
No, there.
Yeah,
Everyone
schmuck.
who is there is more likely to purchase things. That's why I worded it that way. They are
They're
more
gonna
likely,
buy
which is
shit
true.
outside
If
anyway.
I go to a WrestleMania, every time I went to WrestleMania, I would go by like the shop there and see if I
Okay.
wanted to get something, and sometimes I would be more likely to purchase something from there than like WWEshop.com or something like that. Everybody is.
No.
It's silly for you not to think that.
I'm not
like-
buying a fucking $50 t-shirt. I'll go buy a $12.99 one from Walmart. Get the fuck out of here.
I mean, okay, sure, that's your thought, but that's not what the statistics and what everything else says. So, like everything else says that like people are more likely to buy
Everything else,
merchandise
cool.
at
Everything
the
else.
show.
After the show, I want you to send me where you got those statistics from, because like
Sure.
I've said, I can't I can't say exact because I don't know the numbers, but apparently you do. So I'd like you to send them to me
Sure.
to show me how the numbers of at show sales translate from people attending to sales versus sales of merchandise outside of the show. I want those specific numbers to see which one's more. So once you get that, let's get on to the matches.
Okay.
It's moments like this that people turn into hamburger and brontosauruses, all right? So calm down.
Yeah. No, don't worry. I'm like lining these up right now. So okay, let's
Yeah,
get back to let's get to the actual matches, like the
to
actual
the
match
matches.
card. Okay, so WrestleMania night 1. So obviously, like I said, the first hour is going to be for night 1 is going to be on ESPN2. So
So it's gonna
these
suck.
two No. I think the opposite. Oh well, I mean, I don't know if the matches themselves are going to suck, but I mean, I think they're going to try to put on like their best matches to like get people to watch the show. It's kind of like, hey, it's like giving people like a free sample at like Costco or something. You know what I mean? So it's like basically what they're doing. So the first match on the card that they
That's
have is going
kinda
to be
weird.
a what?
For them to do that. That'd be like being like a drug dealer and seeing Tyrone Biggums and be like, here, try the first one when he's sitting there going like this already. Like that's kind of
Well, so the reason they're doing that all ties back into what we were just talking about, which is
on to the matches, John. Let's not get back into that.
I don't
On
know.
to the
Listen,
matches. On to
listen,
the matches, John.
All right.
On to
I mean,
the
he was
matches.
only butting in because you were mentioning that.
yeah.
But,
like,
All right,
but-
go ahead. Go ahead.
Yeah.
all right.
Make up some bullshit excuse.
I'm not making up a bullshit excuse. I'm telling you, they're doing it because the less than I think it said less than like 50% of the people they were expecting to adopt the ESPN Plus app for the wrestling pay-per-views actually did that.
Right.
And
versus
then
Steelers.
also, right, like if people aren't watching it, if people aren't tuning in, then they're going to be losing money that way too. So they're trying to get people, oh, well, if you start watching this, you're definitely going to pay to keep watching it. So
But if you get anybody to start watching that's a fan already, they'll more likely do it. Like the idea of getting them hooked on it is what I'm talking about. That oh yeah, look, they're hooked. The people are already hooked if they're watching the fucking first hour. They're already hooked. They're fucking fans. It's not like they're trying to get some non-fan to hop in. You know what I mean? Like that's all my comment was of them trying to give a crackhead free crack. Like they're already addicted to the crack.
Yeah, but they're showing it on ESPN. I mean, ESPN2, I guess, is going to be a smaller, eyes.
The Ocho.
But the night 2 is going to be on like ESPN itself, which is going to be like millions of people are going to like watch it, or at least going to see it. So
They're trying to take the old UFC model, which is if we can get it on somebody's TV, they might get interested in it and they might pay for the next one. Yeah.
Right. Or pay for like to watch the rest of the remaining show.
Yeah.
What are the matches in the first hour?
All right. So in the first hour, night one, it's a 6-man tag. It's the Vision, so Logan Paul and Austin Theory with IShowSpeed against the Usos and LA Knight.
That's gonna be a shit match. Okay, so let's continue. What's the next match?
Well, hold on. Let's talk a little bit about like the build for the match, because I think the whole reason why they're doing this match is simply because of because of
IShowSpeed Logan Paul.
Right, because of the popularity of like and like the name recognition of like those two in general.
And,
so
and
I
now
think
Cameron.
And who?
Cameron?
Who's Cameron? Or the rapper? Or
yeah.
Who's Cameron? What's Cameron?
Yeah, he was just did an episode of his podcast, and Jay was there. Jay Uso was there, and he felt like he was disrespected, so he walked over and ripped Cameron over the desk and started beating him on the floor.
What? When did that happen? I didn't hear about that.
Like yesterday? I saw the video today. And then now Cameron went on Twitter. He's like, "Oh, I'll see you at WrestleMania, punk or some shit." Now Cameron's gonna be there.
I did not even hear about that. But that's crazy. I didn't even know about that.
Because like at first, like the way it started, it seemed like it was a shoot. Like he was Jay was like, hey, he said something like, hey man, I don't know where you're getting your information from if you're reading shit on the internet, but that's really disrespectful. And like he started going, and Cameron was, man, just get out of here. Like the show's over. Like you don't need to be here. You guys need to get me people from WrestleMania night 2. I don't need these night 1 guys on my show. And then he got up and walked over and just yoked his ass out.
Wait, was this real? Like, was it real or was it like?
At first, I thought it was a shoot until you yoked him out of his chair. I was like, all right, this has to be a work.
What the heck? Yeah, because I feel like he would get arrested.
So Cameron is sitting there, and Mace is like his co-host. Mace is just laughing while it happens. There's another female there. She like jumps over the desk to try and break him up. Other people come up trying to break him up.
Bro, like, I didn't even hear about this. I'm out of the loop. I didn't even know that happened.
But Jay Uso yoked his ass over that desk and started
That's great. So that's what I'm saying. So I'm like, if that's real, like I feel like Jay Uso would have gotten arrested and got in a lot of trouble. So
I mean, if it's real, he would have either gotten arrested and been in trouble, or Cameron completely lost his "I'm a gangster rapper" street cred.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. So I don't know. That's interesting.
Where's
That's
Cameron's homeboys in the back, like his posse that are supposed to be there? Like nobody helped that man.
I would have to watch that video.
Producers walked over, started grabbing people.
Yeah, I just searched it up. There's like videos everywhere of it. I'm gonna have to check it out. But yeah, like so as far as like the build up for this match goes, it's been okay, I guess. I mean, it's kind of been shit, actually.
Exactly, it's a shit match. Right?
Yeah, it's kind of been shit.
The problems I have with this match is that it's obviously a forced match. They've been building the whole Usos versus the Vision type angle. They've been pushing that for months now, right?
Yeah.
But like they never like committed to it. Like they start and then they go a different direction, and like, oh, they're not focused on that anymore. Oh, LA Knight's involved. Oh, this part, like it was never like Usos versus them. It was always like others. But then it's like, we need to get somebody else in here. Oh, you know what? Here, IShowSpeed. Let him get cursed. Now he's causing this to help build this match. Like, it's just a lot of stupid buildup. When I'm more interested in just the match they had the other night, where it was the Usos and LA Knight versus the wannabe bloodline from SmackDown.
MFTs. Yeah. Like Solo Sikoa's group,
right. I like that. I was more interested in that.
Yeah, it definitely feels like they've just kind of like inserted this, like LA Knight's there just because like they know he's over and they want to give him something to do. But yeah, it's like the Vision's just been kind of screwed over with like Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed getting hurt. So
I have a feeling that I can't give you a play-by-play of how it's going to go. I have a feeling what's going to wind up happening in some fashion is that IShowSpeed's going to fuck up something, right? He's going to cause somehow the Usos or LA Knight to lose, and then the Usos are going to go destroy LA Knight, or at least
Maybe.
Jay is
Yeah.
going to destroy LA Knight, and it's going to be like almost like an
Like-
official heel turn.
Yeah, like Jay's kind of heel turn.
he's
They've
a
kind of been
fucking
kind of been teasing it.
They've been teasing a heel turn with the Usos for like 7 years now. So
Well, I mean, Jay in particular, they've been like teasing it for like a few weeks.
yeah, they've been recently teasing him almost like he's going to become like the new fucking
Like the new
tribal,
tribal
chief
chief,
and have
yeah.
Roman Reigns be his muscle.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, man, this is like AVP. Like whoever wins, we all lose. I don't really care who wins this match. If I had to make a prediction, I'm probably gonna say the Usos and LA Knight, just based off of like shenanigans. I think maybe Danhausen shows up and does something, or curses I Show Speed again, or something like that. I don't know.
He just wants the guy's mansion.
Yeah.
He just wants his mansion.
He wants his followers, apparently.
All right,
So-
just because you mentioned him and I mentioned him also, I'm gonna say this right now. I hate the fact that I'm enjoying Dan House as much as I am. I fucking hate it.
He at first I mean I've told you, like, when he was on AEW, like, I did not like Danhausen. I thought he was so like cringe and not funny, but I don't know what it is. Maybe it's the fact that he has like actual like creative team and people writing his stuff, and that combined just with his like charisma just makes him just funny. But he's a hilarious character. Like, he's actually really funny, and I'm like really enjoying a lot of the interactions that he has every week. So
I wasn't
yeah.
like hit the match he had against I don't remember the fucking guy's name. Whoever hangs out with the Miz.
Like, was it Grayson Waller, or I don't remember.
I don't know. He had long hair. You know.
Oh, was it Kit Wilson?
I don't fucking know.
Yeah, Kit Wilson, I think. Yeah.
It was Danhausen's first match, and he's undefeated now. So now he
Yeah.
deserves to be on the side of a truck.
He's being the Hall of Fame.
Yeah, but that guy, like, the match, I was like, all right. It was
Yeah.
all, circumstance. He won because of the pyro. Like,
Yeah.
so I haven't seen him actually be a great wrestler. That apparently, from what I've read, he's actually a really talented wrestler.
Apparently, yeah.
I haven't seen that, but his backstage antics, I hate that I'm enjoying them as much as I am.
They are very good.
And I'm really, I mean, I knew it was going to be funny, but when as soon as you start mixing in R-Truth with those shenanigans, and now he's calling him Asuka, and like, I shouldn't be enjoying it, but I am. So.
It reminds me of like old, like, back when Goldust was there, and like you had like Goldust and Booker T. Like, it's that kind of humor. It's just it's getting really funny. I think I'm definitely, like, he's growing on me too. I agree. All right, should we move on to the next match?
For no reason.
Yeah. Should we move on to the next match?
But who's on the next one? Or Psycho, do you have a prediction on this 6-man tag?
Yeah.
I mean, the only thing I was gonna say is I got the feeling that one of the actual Vision were gonna come back and just destroy everybody. Like Braun Breaker, for instance, comes back because it's WrestleMania and like takes out the Usos and what's his face, Stone Cold Rock.
LA Knight, yes.
Yeah.
It's
And,
definitely Stone Cold Rock.
yeah. And then when when Logan Paul and the other guy decide that, hey, we're so excited you're back, he just takes them out too.
Okay.
Okay, LA Knight, just when I thought nobody could say fucking yeah more than Little John.
Long comes LA Knight.
Here, hold my beer.
Fucking Little John, man, he was ahead of his time. He had the what before Austin. He's got the yeah before LA Knight.
Yeah.
Did he have the what before Austin?
I mean,
So,
that'd be-
no, maybe it was about the same time.
yeah, because Austin was around first, but when Austin started the what, Little John had already come out doing his what, yeah, okays.
Because Austin started doing the
Okay.
what during like the WCW angle, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He
So it was,
started
like,
the what, like right before the
2000,
invasion.
2001, about, yeah.
Yeah.
So it's about the same time as like Little John. Maybe Little John was first. I don't know. Okay. So prediction on winner, John. Who do you think's gonna win that match?
I mean,
I don't
I
give a fuck.
I would be surprised if it was not Division. Like I said, I think what's going to happen is there's going to be interference for them, but then that interference is also going to go against them as well.
Okay. All right.
You don't know who Stone Cold Rock is, Adam? What kind of nonsense is this? You're not watching wrestling?
Stone Cold
Yeah.
Rock is what we call LA Knight because he's
Knight.
basically like the combination of the two.
He throws out promos like he's a perfect mixture of the two of them, and he
Yeah.
dresses almost like he's a mixture of the two of them.
It's kind of true, yeah. Maybe sprinkle in a little bit Macho Man too, since he's like the spokesperson for Slim Jim. So, oh man. All right. So the next match that's gonna be in that first hour is gonna be Jacob Fatu against Drew McIntyre in an unsanctioned match. So, what are your thoughts?
So
on
I don't
both
watch
of that one?
SmackDown, so I haven't seen any of the build up to that match. So I have no interest.
I mean, basically, it stems from, Drew McIntyre losing the title. Jacob Fatu was like a big reason. Well, first of all, Jacob Fatu was a big reason why he won the title in the first place, and then by interfering in his match with Cody, and then he's also the reason why Drew McIntyre lost the title. So they've been kind of having this like ongoing feud for like a few months now, and they've
Didn't Jacob Fatu get hit by a car or something?
Yeah, like he didn't get hit by a car, but like
was it Rikishi driving?
No, it was Drew McIntyre apparently.
Oh,
so but
did
yeah,
he,
like he
do it for The Rock?
No,
God,
I don't think so.
No.
I did it for the.
I don't think so. But yeah, like I said, it's been an ongoing feud for a little bit. I think it's gonna be a good match. I think the build up for it is actually for what they've been doing. It's actually, I know you haven't been watching SmackDown, but from my perspective, it's been actually like one of the better builds. Because these two have just been like beating the hell out of each other. I think they're gonna have like a really crazy match. It's gonna go all over the place.
Okay.
We might get some blood. But I think at the end of the day, I think Jacob Fatu is gonna get the win because apparently Drew McIntyre is supposed to be leaving here for a few months to go film Highlander.
Good, he fucking sucks anyway.
So yeah, so that's my prediction. I think
I've never seen such a poster boy for steroids in my life.
Drew McIntyre?
Yes.
Really? I don't think he's like that buff.
I don't think he's on the juice.
Yeah.
No, but when you look at how he used to be versus
He
what
was
he
young and
is,
was partying and not taking it seriously. Yeah, he talks about that all the time.
he looks like he
Yeah.
grew like 7 feet. Like he looked like
No, he's always been like pretty tall. It's just he hasn't been like.
I know
that
he's always
big.
been tall, but like just like being tall and really lanky.
Yeah.
Then all of a sudden he comes back. He got fired or whatever, and he's like no part, and like he's like fucking like.
Swole.
Well, yeah,
Because
but
like when you look at like the Triple H, we all know Triple H got real big, but he was always kind of like fucking muscle. Like he was always kind of muscle bound. Drew McIntyre was like a twig at one point, and then he came back. It's like holy crap! I didn't even know it was the same guy.
well, you got to remember that Drew McIntyre got fired. And he was like 20 something.
Okay,
He was still a kid. He wasn't like, and that's part of the reason why Vince fired him, because Vince hired him. He was going to be the new like face of WWE, but he didn't take it seriously. He didn't like.
would
he
you take
wasn't
it seriously? They threw you in 3-man band. I
Well,
wouldn't.
see, they didn't do that originally. He wasn't part of a group. He was a single.
Yeah.
He was a
like
single
he was a mid
But he wasn't going to the gym. He wasn't studying promos. He wasn't doing anything. And so Vince started trying to put him with people to get him some traction. And then ultimately Vince's like, you got to go. And he's talked about this before. He said that, when he got fired, he realized that he, better start listening to all the things that people had told him. The Undertaker,
Right.
Vince, and he was actually at the gym all the time.
That's great.
Yeah.
Still, when you look at his old picture versus him now, you look at like that. If that's the same person, he juices. Now, if he is, I don't fucking know. Probably not. But the fucking extreme change that man had
He is bigger, sure, yeah.
is insane.
Yeah.
Chris is all, I don't know if he's juicing, but he's juicing.
I don't know if it's true, but I know it's true.
He's like the poster child of like the power of a beard too, like how much a beard like changes someone in terms of like how you view them. Because I mean, when he was like he looked like a baby face kid, and now he's he looks like a freaking Scottish warrior, like
Fucking
literally.
sucks.
So
I really
Alright.
have no reason to hate him.
what's
Except that he's
what's your
Scottish.
prediction then, Chris? Who you think's gonna win the match? Think Jacob Fatu or Drew?
I mean, like I said, I haven't seen any of the build up. I like Jacob from where I've seen of him. The few things I've seen him get into, I like what he's got, and I think that to me, Jacob Fatu has more of that raw, real character.
Yeah, I agree.
And
100%.
I think it kind of reminds me more of a lot of the talent in the Attitude Era,
Agreed.
right? So
Yeah.
I like that because
He has a very like real promo style too that's like really unique, but where it's like he's like taking it up to like an 11, but also you could tell that's like really how he is.
right,
Like,
because
it's just
like,
kinda,
he
like,
was
turned
told,
up.
I forgot who he said told him, it may have been one of the Usos. Somebody told him like, "Hey, don't try and like fix your promo, like how you talk. Speak your slang, like talk the way
Yeah.
you naturally do." And
Yeah.
the way he does it, like if he says something, like I believe what he said. Like he seems like the kind of guy that he ain't lying about the shit that he says and the way he acts. So I
Yeah.
like that. So I mean,
Yeah, he's definitely. I
So, I
mean,
mean,
he comes off as like a legitimate badass. He's really good in the ring. Like he does like crazy shit in the ring, which is awesome. Especially for a
I
guy
mean, if I just
like
want the
his
one I
size.
prefer to win, I'd prefer it if Jacob Fatu won.
Yeah, I don't know. John, thoughts, predictions?
I mean, I assume that Drew McIntyre was going to win, or no. So I want Drew McIntyre to win, but I assumed that Fatu was going to win because they're trying to push him. And now that you said that Drew McIntyre is supposed to be filming for the new Highlander movie, then like we already know he's going to lose this match. He's not going to go out with a victory. Like that doesn't make any sense at all.
Yeah, especially for an unsanctioned match, like they can do some crazy ending to the match that makes it so it's like, oh, he's going to be gone for a while. You know what I mean?
So
So
yeah,
what I'm saying is that he might die in this match. Okay.
he's going to get hit by a car. Yeah. So
it's
revenge. It's
It's gonna be
revenge.
driven by Rikishi.
Yeah, Rikishi's actually in the car this time. He's like, hey guys, what's going on?
I did it for Jacob.
Jacob for Jacob. All right, moving on to the first women's match, the Women's World Championship match. Stephanie Vaquer against Liv Morgan. So this is on Raw.
So there's reasons why I want Stephanie to win.
Right.
Two very big reasons.
Can you state those reasons?
Great reasons.
Okay.
But one reason that I was like, yeah, absolutely, because I can't stand Liv Morgan, right? Everything about Liv Morgan's fake. She's fucking annoying. But that being said, Monday night in that segment in the ring, I was like, holy shit, I like this Liv Morgan, where she was like going psychotic and fucking
Yeah.
actually like showed real emotion, not just like a plastic Barbie, oh, bullshit actress. Like,
Yeah.
I was like, oh, this is interesting.
Yeah. Stephanie got fired up after she had that freaking bowling ball on her face from the week before. So
She still had it. She had
Yeah.
her legs covered that shit.
dude,
And
that
she was winking at us. Like we knew it was there.
I mean, when you saw that, I had to watch that segment multiple times because like you heard the clunk when they hit each other. I was like, oh my god, like they legit headbutted each other so hard, and I was like, dude, like concussion protocol, like it's crazy.
Who did
So I was
she
like,
hit?
damn.
but I still want Stephanie to win.
Who was it that she ran into, collided with?
It was Roxanne Perez.
Didn't she get a
She
big
also
round
had
head
one,
too?
yeah. So, but I mean, obviously the focus is going to be on Liv since she's the one with the match. But
Oh.
like, yeah, Roxanne also had one on her head.
All that being
So-
said, also, they made me sit through that Liv Morgan music video.
Oh God.
So I wish them ill. I wish
Yeah,
them
I
all
agree.
ill for making me sit through that.
I agree.
And for that, she deserves to lose now and forever.
Oh my God. They picked a really good time to show that video too. They showed it right after the Obafemi segment, so it's like everybody's all riding on a high after like watching Obafemi on the mic, and then all of a sudden you show like Liv Morgan's music video, and it's like, oh man. So, but yeah, no, I agree. I really want Stephanie to win. I really want her to have like a really strong like run with the title, and I think beating Liv Morgan is like a legitimate victory. I mean, not saying that she hasn't had. I mean, she beat Io for the belt, a few months back. So I mean that which in like a really good match.
See,
But I don't know.
but
Like I feel like Liv is gonna win. Like my prediction is Liv. So because I think they're gonna give the belt to her because it's gonna lead to some kind of storyline with the Judgment Day and them like breaking up. Maybe like Roxanne turns on her like the next night on Raw or something, or like Raquel and Roxanne work together. I don't know, something like that. But
I feel like they need to change their tag names to the Concussion Twins.
Concussion
But
Protocol.
like, yeah, I mean, it wouldn't surprise me if Liv Morgan won.
Yeah.
But I mean, I'm not gonna give details why. I'll tell you later. But there's things, especially like with there's a couple other divas with that chick Stephanie.
Hmm.
There's reasons why I wish that I think I'd prefer her back during like the Attitude Era. I feel like there's a lot of reasons why, but I've got a couple good ones, but I won't share on here because I don't feel like getting canceled.
Right.
But
Right.
there's some great matches and cross promotions that I feel like would be great with her and some other talent.
Gotcha. I see. I see where you're going. So, okay. John, you have any predictions on the match? Stephanie Vaquera against Liv
I mean, I
Morgan.
kind of feel like what you said. I think that Liv is going to win this match. Not that she should, but
You fucking shouldn't have that music video.
Yeah.
not that she should, but I think that it's going to be a case of having somebody else to carry the belt who can actually make appearances, speak well, and all of that stuff. Right? It's harder. It's harder for people that English is not their first language. If they have a strong accent, right, and don't speak well, to do the kind of promotion that they want. And I think that that's what Stephanie is going to be, running into.
So obviously there's other diva matches, right?
Yeah.
I always say diva. Don't even get upset, just because for years we knew them as a diva.
Other women's matches. Yeah.
Yeah, it's nothing against them or nothing. It's just that's what they were always called. That's what stuck in my head. But there's more. Like I have a thought about the whole women's division that I'll save for later on as more examples besides just this one. This probably isn't a great example of it. So,
Yeah, because I mean, I think of the women's matches, this one's probably going to be the better of them. Like this might be. I mean, this might be like the best women's match, honestly. Like out of both nights, I think like it might end up being the best out of both nights. There might be another one that we'll talk about later that might be also pretty good, but I think out of all the women's matches that I see on the card, I think this one might be the best. I mean, there's nothing that's going to top last year's triple threat. I mean, let's be honest. I mean, that triple threat between Io, Bianca, and Rhea was like incredible and like one of the best women's WrestleMania matches probably ever. So it was incredibly good.
I've got opinions on one of the names you just mentioned, so we'll get to that when you mention them later.
Yeah. So okay, let's move on to the next match, which is another women's match, the Intercontinental Championship. AJ Lee against Becky Lynch. So
Now,
what are your thoughts on that, Chris?
I hope that one is good because the way they've built it, I feel I'm afraid it's not going to live up to the build. I want it to be AJ Lee because I love Psycho, but the Irish in me has to go for Becky Lynch just because that's my sister. So,
okay. Gotcha. How do you feel about the build up to the match? Do you feel it's been pretty good?
I mean, I've enjoyed the build up, right? Because the only part of the build up I didn't enjoy was the return of AJ Lee because I thought that was completely stupid the way they had Becky Lynch cowering in fear, right?
Right. We've had
like, oh my god,
on that, yeah.
But now Becky Lynch is like, oh, I'm gonna kick your ass. Like now all of a sudden she's like, oh, the Becky Lynch right now is the way Becky Lynch should have been when fucking AJ Lee first walked her ass out on that stage.
Right.
Agreed.
Yeah, Yeah. I mean, to me, I personally, I might be in the minority, but I feel like the build to this match has not been good. Um, Mainly because like we already saw this match. Like this match already happened at Elimination Chamber where like AJ beat Becky clean. So it's like I feel like the match is like unnecessary to a point. Like what are
See,
they gonna? It's just a regular match. There's no stipulation. Like
I
they
just
should have.
think
Go ahead.
it's gotten more personal.
I mean,
Um,
I guess, but like how? You know what I mean? Like just because AJ took the title from her, like I
no, I
mean,
mean the all the they've been saying to each other in their promos and shit. Like it's gotten more personal. Like for me, this match doesn't even need a belt attached to it. Like the belt means nothing.
I agree with that. That I definitely do agree with.
Yeah, a belt
So
means nothing. But like the first time she said it, the second time I was like, all right, yeah, we get it. But the first time she said, "I'm your daughter's favorite wrestler," I was like, that's
yeah,
it
it's
was
cold.
hateful.
It's a
But
cold
like she
line.
said it again a week later, I'm like, all right, calm down, girl. You said it was good the first time. You kind of overdid it, but
Yeah, yeah,
like they said, there just seems like it's like more of a much more personal buildup, and it's funny because you watch like these interviews. Like I get these like shorts from Facebook that pop up. I don't know when they were recorded,
hmm
but like there was one that popped up recently of AJ and CM Punk doing like eating hot wings or some shit.
yeah. There was like something like a video I watched earlier of them two doing like questions to each other.
Right, and she was asking something about Seth Rollins, and he said something about Becky Lynch. She's like, "Oh, I love Becky Lynch. It's not her fault she's married to an asshole or whatever the fuck it was." I'm like, this must be older because right now they want to destroy each other. Like,
Yeah,
but just to see those clips and see where they're supposed to be at now, like I said, to me, it just feels like a lot more personal. Which I hope for it builds up to that. You know what I mean?
yeah.
That it pays off, but I have a feeling it's not going to pay off for
Yeah,
what
I
they've
feel
been
like
trying to
I mean
do.
I feel like a lot of it. I mean, I love AJ Lee, but she's definitely like limited
For
in terms of
reasons.
what she can do. I mean, yeah, she hasn't been in the ring for a really long time, so a lot of it's gonna have to be kind of Becky carrying the match, which I know she can do. But yeah, it's as far as predictions go, I think I kind of agree with you, Chris. I think Becky's gonna win this one. So I think AJ won the first one. AJ can't be on television all the time is the other thing. So it's like she's going to be like very limited on her appearances. So it's like why keep the Intercontinental belt on her when you could give it to Becky and actually
Right.
have Becky do a feud with like other people in the division. You know, if Stephanie Vaquero loses to Liv Morgan, like you could have a feud between Stephanie and Becky, which would be awesome. So where like Stephanie's going after the Intercontinental belt now. You know, so I feel like there's like more stuff that you can do if you take the belt off of AJ. So I think Becky's winning this one. John, what do you think?
I mean, logically, it should be Becky that wins. I want it to be AJ though.
Fair, fair, fair.
I get it. You don't like Irish people. It's fucked up, brother.
I mean, it's not about heritage. It's about the fact that I thought AJ Lee was very entertaining when she was first in the company, and then she left so abruptly. It's like now it's like when Edge was gone and then he came back. It's like you want him to win every match he's in,
Yeah.
So
right? So like that's
because
that's
you
how I
said
look at
that,
it.
and you're right. When AJ's first run, when she was first with the company, I enjoyed the hell out of AJ.
Yeah.
It was a
agreed.
different women's division then, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was literally the Divas division back then. Yeah.
And she was like the shining star.
But she was the
since-
one that moved it away from being the Divas division more towards being women wrestling. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I'm not saying it wasn't. She was a shining star there. Like she stood out amongst. Granted, she didn't have a lot of great competition, but her return, I don't think she's hit it. Like it's been nice to see her, but the way she was on her first run, I don't think she's met that AJ. Like she hasn't brought that back. It's been several years. It only makes sense. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
She's gotten older. And not you say like age is a bad thing, just she's got more mature. Her character may have developed more. You know what I mean? But
Yeah.
it's just I'm not seeing the same attraction.
Yeah.
that I enjoyed.
She's definitely
the
still
first
good
run.
on the mic. Like she's still like can cut a decent promo.
She could cut a
Um,
decent promo, but I mean, to me, a lot of her promos now seem very scripted, where before they just seemed very natural.
Okay, that's fair. Yeah, and they might very well be a lot more scripted.
But they
So
could be. Then
yeah,
she just got to work on not sounding so
so
like she's
so
reading off her wrist. You
yeah,
know what I mean? Like,
fair. Yeah, for sure. All right, moving on. We have the 4-way for the women's tag team championship.
and yes, Kiko, yes, we're still talking wrestling. That's the whole night's about wrestling, brother.
Yeah. You got the champions Nia Jackson, Last Legend, against Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss, against Bailey and Lyra Valkyria, against the Bellas.
All right, first of
So,
all, Bella's
thoughts?
gonna get the fuck out.
Okay,
Right,
right off the bat.
off the bat. They need to throw them over the ropes or whatever they gotta do. Just eliminate them. They're shit.
It's not an elimination match, unfortunately. It's a 4-way, so it's gonna be just like first pinfall.
Because I've never liked the Bellas ever.
I mean, you like parts of them.
I mean, there's nice parts. No, but the Bellas, I've never liked them. I enjoyed them as people. Well, one of them as people when they had we're on the Divas show, and then they had like the
Total
Bellas.
Divas, yeah, right. Or was it?
I
the
enjoyed
Bellas as well?
Brie. Brie, I was like, oh, she's funny. I can appreciate her. She's a horrible wrestler, but I appreciate her. Nikki, never. No, I'm good. They don't need to be there.
Okay. So, your thoughts on the build up for the tag team championship match?
To me,
Well, I guess it's been mostly on SmackDown, so I guess you might not have been watching.
yeah, it's been mostly SmackDown, but it's still like the clips I've seen of it. It almost feels like they're just like, hey, we needed a spot to fill for WrestleMania, and we have the tag team. Fuck it, let's push these. Like, the really only build would be what?
They've had like singles matches between them.
Right, but I mean, the real beef there is what? Flair and
Alexa, and then against the champs. Yeah. Like Bailey and Lyra Valkyrie were just kind of thrown in there because they won like a #1 contender, and then the Bellas are in there because they're the Bellas.
That's another one.
So
all right, I'm saying this about the women's division because I said earlier the women's division in WWE I can't say completely, but as a whole is really lackluster.
It's gone down significantly.
I don't care about any of the stories they got really going on. Not taking away from the women what they're doing, like
creatively, yeah,
work.
I would agree. Creatively, yeah.
Yeah.
Like there's only like, it's showing through the build to WrestleMania. I mean, we're saying all these women's matches, and like none of them are really like showing us. None of them are really like super stand out. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, there's nothing I care about because
there's no story. Like last year, you have the triple threat. Like there was a story of, Io, Rhea, and Bianca, who like Bianca and Rhea were like trying to make it all about them, but Io's a champion, and Io's like, yo, like you guys can't ignore me. I'm literally the champion. I've beaten both of you. So
Io is trash.
I disagree completely.
So it's not all right. When I say Io is trash, it's not personally against her as trash. I feel like the story they put her in does not help her character.
Like right now?
Oh yeah, they've been her with Rhea Ripley.
Oh right? Yeah, I agree 100% on that.
They keep putting her in these matches. You're like, yo, like
they
and it goes back to what we've talked about previously on other episodes about the realisticness of the story.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I can't believe in any world that you're gonna have like Rhea Ripley and Io go against each other, and Ripley's not gonna destroy her, right?
Yeah.
Like just because of size. Like, I know skill means a lot, but at the same time, once you get to a certain size, like it's size kind of dominates over skill to us at a point. You know what I mean?
I guess
unless you're like fucking Bruce Lee, where you are like a god at what you're doing.
Yeah. But I mean, sometimes there's just people who they just have your number. Like
right, sometimes Rey Mysterio beats Big Show. I get it, but like it's just it's just
I don't know if that. I don't know if it's that extreme, but I definitely
I-
get what you're saying. I definitely get what you're saying.
I just think that they're putting Io Sky in a and people might get mad, but outside of her weight class.
Yeah.
Um,
I definitely see what you're saying because I mean you look like I know you probably didn't watch SmackDown, but like literally last SmackDown, Jade Cargill like beat Io clean. So it's like how are you gonna
what's
have
going on, Joe?
Io always beat Rhea, right? Rhea could never beat her, and
Mhm.
then all of a sudden she goes up against Jade Cargill, who's arguably the same size as Rhea, right? Maybe Jade's a little bit bigger, but they're roughly about the same size. Jade's not as gifted in the ring as Rhea, and she loses clean. So it's like
So
I get the logic there, like it's like logic, and it kind of sucks. I agree. Like it sucks. Like I don't think Io is trash. I think she's a great wrestler. I just think creatively they've kind of screwed her this year. Like and then
I
to the
think
fact that she's
they've
not even on the card.
I think they've really screwed the pooch with all of their Asian female talent. But
Yeah. Like we were robbed. Like we could have had like like, and they have a good feud going on between Io, Asuka, and Kairi Sane that actually has like story to it, where you have like Asuka, like Kairi's like Asuka's kind of like abusing Kairi basically, and like Io's
so
trying to like get Kairi to like separate from Asuka because Asuka's like really
so
mean to
this
her.
might say something about me, and if it does, I'm sorry. But when it comes to like their segments, I do my damnedest to follow along with what the fuck is being said. But a lot of their attempts at shooting promos and segments against each other, I'm just like Jesus Christ! Like you guys, like they need a Paul Heyman.
Well, would you rather they have like they just speak in Japanese and then have it be subtitled, or would you rather
Absolutely.
have okay,
Absolutely. At least I can follow it better, right?
yeah,
Like I say,
which
I
is
don't want to say like, oh, you're not speaking English. Like it's not. I'll try and follow along,
yeah, but
but
I mean
sometimes
they
the
do that
English
too.
is so rough
Yeah,
that I. So
I like when they cut promos in Japanese. Like you don't have to give me subtitles. Just cut promos in Japanese. Like we can tell through
don't make me
emotion
sound
what's
racist when
being
I say
said.
something like this. Hold on, Jose.
Well, I'm
Don't
just
do this to
saying. I
me.
mean, I agree. I mean, I agree
No,
with you that it's like I feel like it works better when they're just speaking in their like native language because you get the
because
emotion better and it feels
emotion
real.
a lot more fluid, right? It bounces better. But like, if you're gonna sit there and try and have these guys have these, in this case, ladies, cut these promos, I said like I feel like they need a Paul Heyman. Like, give Paul Heyman, um, either Asuka and the old pirate chick, um, or give her Io Sky. Like, let Paul Heyman be a speaking point so these women can really show off their skill and what they do, and as they work on it, because like Asuka's been trying for years, and I'm like, whew. And I don't think you've ever met like my Melissa's family and all that, but like when her family start talking, their accents start going, and I try my best to fucking slow down what I'm hearing to compute everything they're saying so I can keep up with the conversation. And I try, and
Yeah.
I get it sometimes. I run into the same thing when those segments with the Asian talent, and I'm like, yo, like I want to be part of it because they do such good work in the ring, but trying to follow their interactions backstage really kills
Yeah. Especially
my
since
momentum in it.
yeah, especially
But
since like the English sounds forced. You know what I mean? It's like
oh, for
it's like
sure,
they're telling them,
they're
"Hey,
not
you
comfortable
got to
with
say
it.
these things." Um you know, and it's like Oscar, especially like her delivery is like so over the top when she's doing like English, and I'm just like, just give me your Japanese like
It's like
promos.
I
They're
want to
much
know what
better.
they're saying, right? Because
Yeah,
if I don't know what they're saying, you can see the emotion. I'm just gonna make my own head canon as to what this match is about, right?
yeah.
Like, oh, she's mad. She sounds mad. She must have fucked her man. Like, I don't know what this, but this is gonna be a story I have
All
to
right,
make up in my head
all right.
as to
We're
why
so we
this
are
is
spending a lot of
happening.
time in this because then we have other matches to get to. So just really quickly, what's your prediction?
I mean, You said Nia Jax, right? And the other chick?
Nia Jax / Legend.
Such a stupid fucking name.
Yeah, Charlotte Flair, Bliss, Bayley, Lyra Valkyrie, or the Bellas.
Oh, my name is this because I have Cumbrellas on. Like, no, get the fuck out of here.
Right.
Honestly, it'll probably be the fucking Bella Twins.
Oh God, no! I hope not.
I would not be surprised if they gave it to the Bella Twins so they could have one more run.
I would really be upset with that.
It won't surprise me.
I'm gonna say Bayley and Lyra Valkyrie are gonna win, simply because they were supposed to tag last year, and this is gonna be kind of like a makeup for them. Plus, also, I think out of the 4 tag teams, outside of like Charlotte and Alexa, I feel like Bayley and Lyra have been the most interesting, in the ring, and like their work with like Lyra kind of doing kind of heelish things and trying to get like Bayley to like kind of go heel a little bit. Because like Lyra,
she has a mental.
Yeah, but with Lyra, Lyra's been like this really like cookie cutter like baby face, and like the fact that she's kind of like turning into a heel because she's like so desperate to win and to get a win at WrestleMania specifically.
Is Bayley no longer doing the like, oh, I'll hug you, but then like in the middle?
No,
of her,
they've kind of ditched that whole thing of like her having like multiple personalities.
Oh.
So now she's just like back to being like kind of regular Bayley. But
I thought for a while they were gonna really push her to be like the next fucking Mick Foley with Mankind, Dude Love, and Cactus Jack. They're really pushing. Like,
I think what my prediction is, I think Charlotte Flair and Alexa are gonna be like really close to victory, and then like some kind of miscommunication happens.
They're gonna break up.
That's gonna cause them to break up. Yeah. And I think Bayley and Lyra are gonna pick up the win. That's my prediction. So, John, what are your thoughts?
I mean, I guess it's similar to you, but it's different. I think that Lyra and Bayley are going to be close to a victory, and then Lyra's going to turn on Bayley and attack her because it doesn't work out. I think that Charlotte and Alexa are going to get it.
Okay.
I mean, although I never even considered the Bellas.
The Bellas, yeah, I didn't even
like to give them one last run, and I'm like, oh, that makes a lot of sense. But
yeah.
I want to ignore that.
But we haven't even seen Brie. We haven't seen either of them wrestle, I don't think, since like, well, I guess Nikki's been hurt. That's kind of why. But
I don't need fucking anybody yelling Brie mode and jumping off anything.
Bro,
I don't need that.
Listen,
I'm gonna curse. I'm gonna have Danhausen curse you if that happens, Chris.
I can't let my life take any
ignore
worse.
the logical argument that Chris made in this specific instance. And I'm gonna say Charlotte Flair, Alexa Bliss.
Horrible. All right, let's move on. Seth Rollins and Gunther. Thoughts?
I don't give a fuck. That story came out of fucking nowhere, and I don't give a shit.
I hate both of them, so I'll just have to go with Seth Rollins because at least he's entertaining.
Okay.
I just wish Gunther would go away.
I think Gunther.
I can only hope that Seth Rollins slips and actually smashes Gunther's face into the floor. Curb stomps him like American History X style and like ends Gunther.
He doesn't even need to do that. What he needs to do for this match only is to bring back the turnbuckle powerbomb and take him out the same way that he took out Finn Balor, the same way that he took out Sting. Like we just need to be
all right. So my prediction is you guys hate Seth. You guys hate Gunther. So I think Gunther's gonna win just because I feel like it doesn't make any sense for him to lose, whether you like him or hate him. But
if Seth Rollins loses, if Seth Rollins wins, then my prediction after that would be the only time Gunther will win anything is to retire somebody.
And I mean, it looks like they're trying to like line it up to have him retire Brock Lesnar.
That's not going to fucking happen.
I mean, that's what it looks like it's going to happen.
That would be fucking retarded.
It looks like that's what's happening. So I'm just kind of throwing it out there. All right, let's move on to the undisputed WWE Championship match: Cody Rhodes and Randy Orton.
Hold on.
Oh, go ahead.
I was just ruining fucking.
What you said.
Well, I mean, because I just want to move through because we have a whole other night we got to talk about.
It makes no sense for Gunther to be the one to retire Lesnar.
Why not? I mean, he retired AJ, he retired Goldberg, he retired John Cena.
I get that.
It's kind of his shtick right now.
Yeah, I get that, but he is not. When he retired Goldberg was no longer really intimidating, right? Like Goldberg hadn't had a legitimate match in a couple of years. Now, if they had Gunther retire Goldberg when he came back and destroyed Brock Lesnar in 30 seconds, that would have been something. But all those other people you listed, right? It's like they were never built as this monster, right? This like inconquerable force. And as great as AJ Styles was, he loses a lot. As great as John Cena was, every match leading up to his last year, like his retirement tour, he fucking lost. Right? So, like, you were expecting John Cena to lose.
I mean, Cena won at Mania.
Yes, but what I'm saying is every match.
He had a huge losing streak where he lost, like,
over and over and over. He lost before that, before it was announced he was going to do a 1-year tour. Think about the last.
Okay, yeah, you're talking about before the tour. Okay.
Yeah. So like you were used to seeing John Cena lose. Someone like Oba needs to be the one to retire Brock Lesnar. Someone that you're like, okay, this is a legitimate force of nature. This is someone who's going to just decimate people, and I don't see that. Gunther has lost to too many people that take that mystique away from him.
I mean, I guess I kind of agree in terms of who he's lost to. Like, because the two I could only think of like in the main roster at least. I could only think of two people he's lost to, and that's Jey Uso and Sami Zayn.
Yeah.
So in what world do you feel that somebody who gets beat by Sami Zayn?
But I mean, Brock Lesnar's lost against Seth Rollins.
Brock Lesnar.
But I mean, Brock Lesnar's lost against Seth Rollins.
Yes, but
CM Punk.
But we're talking about there's so much mystique around Brock Lesnar because of what he could do when he first came into the business, right? And then that carried with him. He left and went to UFC, made himself a legitimate fighter, right? And then when he came back, they just built him destroying the shit out of him.
I'm not disagreeing with you at all. Like I agree 100%. I think what it is though is they are building up. They're obviously building up Gunther to be like this big bad heel, but I think that's what I'm trying to get to is I think the caveat is he's gonna play off like he's this big bad heel, but the audience knows the reality that he's not really this big bad heel. He only like picks on like these top stars who are like on their way out already.
Yes.
And he's also like lost against like he's also lost against like people like Sami Zayn and like Jay. So it's like he's showing to be unbeatable. I think if you're looking at the grand scheme of things, I think it does logically make sense if Brock has a losing streak before going up against Gunther. So if Brock, for example, Brock loses at Mania against Obafemi, which I think he will. Yeah, he should. He 100% sure. We'll talk about that in a second. But if he loses at Mania, he still has other shows he's going to be at, like Backlash and like all these other shows. If he continuously loses, I think eventually he's going to be like, we're going to have like a storyline where he's like starting to question himself and his ability. And like, is he still the beast?
So, the thing is all this and stuff. If they do that, right, and if that's what they do, and then it winds up having Gunther be the one who retires him, I don't care what anybody says. I feel like anybody who actually watches will be like, oh no, the one who ended Brock Lesnar was Femi. Right? Because if he's the one who does it, and all of a sudden Brock Lesnar's on his losing streak and then he gets retired. So Gunther won't even get the credit of, oh, I'm the one who destroyed Brock Lesnar. Like,
but I think
it's going to completely ruin that whole.
Right. I think that's a good thing though. No, but that's what I'm saying. Like, I think that's a good thing because then that could lead to like down the road, like a program between like Oba and Gunther where Gunther's like, oh, I retired Brock and all this stuff. And Oba's like, yeah, but I like destroyed Brock at Mania. So I don't come at me, bro.
Honestly, from what I'm seeing, and if they push it, they push it. But I think that they're doing a pivot on the Gunther and what he's doing, because I think they're realizing that the fans are not feeding into the whole Gunther retiring people and being as good as they're trying to push him. I think they're realizing the fans aren't buying it.
I think what they need to do, and if I was booking it, here would be my perfect scenario.
Gunther leaves the WWE.
Oba beats Brock, right? Like, I want to see a match that goes, but then, like, after the first minute or two, Oba just kind of starts manhandling Brock because he's old. Then I want to see Brock have a couple of segments where he's like, he's still kind of in shock, like Jose was saying, of how he got manhandled. Then I want to see a couple of pay-per-views where Brock solidly destroys his competition, right? Where Brock is getting built back up. He's destroying the competition. And then Brock says, okay, right? Like, now I'm back in my game. Now I'm ready for you. I have a match, successive pay-per-views. I'm back to where I need to be. We're going to have this rematch, and I'm so confident I'm putting my career on the line. And Oba fucking destroys him in like 30 seconds, the same way he did to Goldberg, just destroys him, and then Brock runs off into the sunset, and you've now built this fantastic monster, right? Because of what he did to Brock. And now I could never believe Gunther retiring Brock Lesnar, ever. I couldn't believe it.
Yeah. I mean, like I said, I think that's kind of the direction they're going. I mean, like I said, we're just speculating at this point. So I mean, they could really like go either way. But I mean, just with the build for the Seth Rollins and Gunther thing, like that's what I'm thinking, because it's like they only put this match together like 2 weeks ago, and then the only kind of explanation we have as to like why Gunther helped Paul Heyman is because like Paul Heyman is gonna like owe him a favor in the future, and I think that's what it's gonna be, is gonna be like a match against Brock. So that's kind of my take on it.
This match came out of left field, and like I said, it's so quick.
It's going to be a good match. It's going to be a good match, but I mean, yeah, I think it's got like no build. So I think Gunther is probably going to win. Just because, yeah, I mean, he'll probably get a curb stomp, but I think Gunther will still win. So I think what's going to happen is I think Braun Breaker is going to come back and interfere, and cost Seth Rollins the match. So that way, like, at least Seth doesn't look super weak, and it also creates a program between Seth and Braun. So,
Joe, watch the new shit. Get on board, old man.
All right. All right. Should we talk about the undisputed WWE Championship, Cody Rhodes and Randy Orton, or is it Cody Rhodes and Pat McAfee now? I don't even know anymore. So,
it was so dumb to involve Pat McAfee. Like,
yeah,
that was absolutely unnecessary, absolutely not needed. Just I don't.
They've just completely, like, out of all the builds. I mean, this has to be the worst, one of the worst builds ever. I feel like it's so stupid because you have history, between Randy and Cody already.
Yep.
Like 20 years of history you can go back, and it's like, why? Like, I just don't I just don't understand the like logic. Like, even like if you're trying to argue that, oh, like Pat's a known figure, and like it's Pat McAfee. Like, if you follow wrestling, he's just like a commentator, and he's supposed to be a face commentator.
Yeah.
So just like on the surface level, it doesn't make sense for him to turn. And the reason that he gave was just so weak and so dumb, like didn't make any sense at all. And it really sucks because it's like, first of all, I think Randy Orton's going to win, but I think just the fact that you involve Pat McAfee just kind of tarnishes the whole thing now. Because it's like, even if Randy wins, he's not going to be the main story anymore. Like, him getting his 15th title is not going to be the main story. It's going to be about, oh, what did Pat McAfee do? Oh, what did Jelly Roll do? Like, it just pisses me off to no end what they've done with this freaking program.
As much as I enjoy Jelly Roll,
I don't know how. I don't know. I do not like Jelly Roll, but whatever. Go ahead.
I mean, I've liked Jelly Roll for several years.
Like his music or his like wrestling.
No, he's only been wrestling like 2 days.
Okay. I was gonna say, no, yeah. Go ahead.
I I've liked Jelly Roll for several years. Back when he was actually a rapper and before he did all his country stuff. I'll give Jelly Roll this though. For the celebrities who somehow get forced into storylines, Jelly Roll has really taken some crazy bumps and really put his body on the line more than your average celebrity would.
Yep.
I'll give him that.
I agree with that.
Still not enough to beat Bad Bunny though.
Yeah, Bad Bunny's still like a top of the list for me. If we're not counting Logan Paul,
So
I don't think you can count Logan.
I don't
Paul
count Logan
legit,
Paul. I don't
he's
count
legit
Logan
wrestler
Paul
now.
as a person, much less a wrestler.
Fair.
No, I can't speak on Bad Bunny because I didn't see how Bad Bunny did anything. I didn't even know Bad Bunny wrestled, so I couldn't. No idea.
No, you got to watch the Backlash match in Puerto Rico. It was actually really good.
Because I'm just looking at that one bump that he took when he's on the table.
Oh,
sideways.
Logan Paul did the thing. Yeah, that was pretty.
That
nuts.
was insane.
Yeah,
like he messed up. He even admitted like he hit the table wrong and he set up wrong.
Yeah,
he just tried to get on it quick, and then Logan Paul. As much as I don't like him, he fucking protected Jelly Roll on that, but still, like that was a crazy bump. So like I appreciate what he's doing there. I like Jelly Roll as a person, but I think they're really forcing in too many celebrities. Like I'm tired of the celebrities. Keep it to the wrestlers. Keep it to the the in the business people. Keep all these outsiders out for a while. There's too many of them getting involved.
Yeah,
and
100%.
It's taking away from the actual people who've worked their years to hone their craft.
Yeah,
people who deserve to be on a WrestleMania card are getting pushed aside so celebrities can have their moment, right? Like they have Little Yachty part of something somehow. Like you got all these celebrities that are part of the actual show, and it takes away from the talent who deserves to be part of the show.
Yeah, 100%. So, so predictions on the match.
I think that Randy Orton wins, even though at this point I don't know why. Because again, for me, it's everything you said. I'm essentially echoing. There was absolutely no reason to have Pat McAfee get involved, and even from a storyline standpoint, as you already said, he's a face commentator, so there's no reason for him to turn heel. But also, like, I guess I'm mourning the match that I wanted to have, right? Where, like, Cody and Randy didn't need to have a face heel. They had so much history that didn't matter, right? It's like when Undertaker went against Shawn Michaels, and even when Undertaker went against Triple H, it wasn't who's the face, who's the heel. That didn't matter. It was the history. The history between Cody and Randy is so strong, I did not want to, oh, look, Randy's doing heel shit. Oh, look, Cody's doing face shit. I wanted to see that history coming out. That's what I want.
The only part of that I understand what you're saying. The only part that I disagree with is Randy doing heel shit, right? Because as far as I'm concerned, Randy Orton is probably one of the greatest heels in WWE history. Randy Orton as a heel is spectacular, and that's why he's where he's at, because of his heel work. Yeah. So I feel like him being a heel is perfectly fine, because that's Randy Orton.
But here's the thing though, is that the problem that they were having is that people were cheering heel Randy.
Well,
and they were booing Cody, who's supposed to be the face.
Well, but that's happened throughout history of
but even after the heel turn that Randy did, like people were just cheering him more. So I think that was part of the problem.
Remember when fucking Eddie and Chavo were supposed to be heels and everybody started cheering them because, like, yo, it's
if you're not cheating, you're not trying.
Yeah, but it's just one of those things. Sometimes, hey, I don't know about you guys. I go to watch fucking Friday the 13th. I root for Jason, right? Like some people just like the heels. Like they fucking go for the heels. Like so
I get what you're saying. I guess my argument against that is at the stage Randy is in his career, I kind of feel like he's transcended face heel dichotomy, right? It's like Stone Cold. Stone Cold isn't a face, he isn't a heel, he's just Stone Cold. He does Stone Cold things. That man's gonna offer you a beer, he's gonna drink it with you with a smile on his face, and then for no reason whatsoever,
Just
he's
give you a
going
stunner.
to stun you.
Well, right, exactly. So what you're saying is exactly what I feel about Randy Orton.
Yeah.
Just
Which,
the way I
is,
said-
which is what Randy was doing too, by the way. So
but
it's
it's,
basically
it's
doing
what I
that.
feel about Randy Orton, right? Just the same way you feel about Shawn Michaels. You know Shawn Michaels is a good guy, but you're gonna get, if you're friends with him, you're gonna get sweet chin music, and he's gonna turn on you, right? Like it's gonna happen. Randy Orton, he's gone past it, but at the same time, you know, if you're getting involved with Randy Orton, you're eventually gonna get the heel. Like
Sure.
you're gonna get fucked.
But again,
Yeah.
what I'm saying is you're 100% right. But what I'm saying is when Stone Cold stuns somebody, right,
Mhm.
unexpectedly, and that person's a face, they don't the very next week come back and then try to make Stone Cold into a heel to justify that. And it feels like that's what they did with Randy. He attacked Cody, and then the next week they're like, oh shit, now we have to justify this by going overboard on making a heel turn. We don't need that. We know who Randy is. Randy's
Right.
going to attack everyone. That's why he's the Viper. He fucking attacks people just randomly. You don't
Right.
have to go overboard and add Pat McAfee in.
No,
to
that's
thing.
McAfee and all that bullshit, right? But Elizabeth, to me, Randy Orton heel turn is Stone Cold Stunner. Like it's just he get hit with the heel.
It's just a
turn.
part of his character.
That's just what he does, right? Like
Yeah.
he's always gonna be a heel. So that's why
gotcha.
him being a heel in this does not bother me because he's supposed to be the heel. That's what Randy
Yeah.
Orton is. Always.
But I think part of the problem though is that they're kind
I'm
of
trying-
forcing they're forcing it.
Overtelling
and-
the story as to why, that's a whole different beast.
Yes,
But
Yeah.
that's what I'm getting at. Like,
Yeah.
I hated that they had to justify him being Randy Orton by involving Pat McAfee. It's like, no,
You didn't need to
we
do
don't
that
need
at all.
this.
Yeah.
We don't need Pat McAfee.
He just have it so he finally listened to the voices. That was it. That's all you need.
Pat McAfee's not even a good announcer.
Rollins
Jesus
back.
Christ.
Yeah, like bro, come on. All right. I think we spent enough time on this one. Let's move on to night 2. First match of the card is going to be Oba Femi and Brock Lesnar. This to me has been the best build up of any of the matches. This is like probably one of the only. I mean, you can make an argument maybe for CM Punk and Roman Reigns, but I think this is like the one match that I think everyone's like really excited to see.
So now
yeah.
I can see where you guys are talking about. Oh, they're going to give the good one a really good one during the free because this is going to be a really good match.
Yeah.
I hope they don't say they had this build up like, oh, it's on the freebie. Let's not go too crazy. You know, let's tone it down and cause them to like not do what they could do.
Yeah.
But that's definitely one that I'd want to watch. And Oba, I think, is going to be victorious on it. It's going to be clean too. It's not going to be like a, it just happened. He got lucky. Like I think it's going to be a clean win for Oba.
Yeah, it's been man, it's been something watching this Oba climb. I mean, he's so freaking over with everyone. It's hard not to like the guy. It's hard not to see why he's like so special and why everyone's like hyping him up. Especially after this Monday when he cut like a really solid promo with Paul Heyman there. You know what I mean? It's one thing to like cut a solid promo, but to cut a solid promo at Paul Heyman with like Triple H right behind you, with like your boss right behind. Like you talk about pressure, bro.
He's like, I will come
Like,
up there and kick your ass, Paul.
Bro, that is like the ultimate pressure. you're literally having a promo battle with probably the greatest promo guy in
There's
the
no
history of
probablys.
wrestling. Yeah. And then your boss right behind you. You know what I mean? Like how, and then he did an amazing job. And on top of that, just like
Fucking
his
Triple H standing behind Oba like fucking Undertaker stood behind AJ Styles.
Yeah.
Just fucking like
dude, yeah, it's been and I really feel like they have something really really special with Oba, man. Like it's been wild to watch. Like just the fact that he hasn't even been on the main roster for like 4 months, and already he's getting like the loudest reaction out of anyone on the show.
Well,
including
he's getting all that
people-
because Brock Lesnar wants to get paid.
Well, I mean, that's part of it, but even before that, I mean, you know, it's just wild. It's just crazy to me.
Well, I never even
So-
heard of the guy until the whole him and Brock Lesnar thing started becoming a thing.
Yeah, because I don't think you don't watch NXT, right?
No, not at all.
Yeah, but even still, like he just comes across as like this huge megastar already.
But from what I was reading was that they told Lesnar that if he does whatever that sells WrestleMania, Lesnar's getting like $1 million payout for this. If he
more than $1 million, probably a lot.
no,
more.
but like it's a guarantee. Like
Yeah.
he gets $1 million for this appearance if he sells it, and that's when supposedly he's like, yeah, no, let's build a fucking story and
Yeah.
bring people to
Dude,
WrestleMania.
huge
And
credit to
they've been
Brock
doing it.
too, man. Huge credit to Brock too, man. Like, he's just been so stellar this whole program, this whole build. Like it's a common saying, like it takes two to tango, and like Brock is like one of the best dance partners you can
Because
have.
like this story, right? Now, obviously, there's different aspects of it. I feel like this could have been what they wanted to do with Braun Strowman.
Yeah, or you could say the same thing about like Omos, but yeah, like
No, but remember, Strowman and Lesnar were having like their thing for a little bit.
Yeah.
But then it kind of just disappeared, right? And then Strowman all of a sudden like got injured or whatever, then got let go. So I feel like they were kind of going the same route, but then it just didn't work backstage, or it just something wasn't working. They ended it. But I feel like they could have done the same type of story, but this one just feels like so natural and real. Like
Yeah.
the same thing like earlier about the whole Jey Uso thing. Like watching the Lesnar and Oba, like watching them, you wonder if it's a work or a shoot.
yeah.
You're like, hold on, is there like real heat here? Like
Yeah.
these guys look like they really hate each other.
Yeah, and it's the believability aspect too. Like Oba is about the same size, if not maybe not even a little bigger than Brock.
He is
Like
bigger.
like it's just believable. Like you look at the guy and you see how he acts and how confident he is, and it's like you believe that he can legitimately beat arguably one of the toughest people like in the entire world.
That man walks down the stage rhythmically saying, "I'm going to kill you."
Yeah, like what's not to like? He's our type of wrestler for sure.
I will say this. I am very excited for this match, but I am also very concerned because I can see TKO getting involved and doing dumb things, right? Like I can absolutely envision a world where they're like, oh, well, we can do like what they did with Roman Reigns and Cody Rhodes, where we had Roman win that first year, and we do this again next year, and that's when we put Cody over. But if they do that, it will destroy everything.
Yeah.
I can absolutely see them letting Brock win, and that should not happen at all. And hopefully Brock Lesnar is back there saying, no,
Yeah,
I'm not going to win this. We're not going to do that.
I have a
Lesnar
feeling what you'll
does this
have.
very well.
I feel like if TKO were to say that, you'd have Triple H, Heyman, Lesnar, all like, no, that's not what we're doing. And
Yeah.
honestly, I would not be surprised if they tried to do their own version of the Montreal Screwjob at that point and just fucking do it the way it should be done.
Have
anyways.
Oba win. Yeah, because I mean, who's gonna stop Brock? Like Brock's gonna do whatever the fuck he wants to do. Like
Yeah.
if he wants to lose, he's gonna fucking lose. You can't
Like, what are
force
you
him
gonna
to
do? Like
win.
all of a sudden, fucking Brock loses, the screen's gonna go black. That didn't happen, and then TKO's like, "Oh
Yeah.
shit, we're
No.
fucking." Like,
Yeah, I mean, I'm Brock. You could tell Brock is like having a really good time. He knows. I think he knows
I
that
mean,
this is he. I think he feels that this is the guy that's gonna take that mantle.
I mean, you
of,
gotta
like,
think that
the next big thing from Brock.
you got to think as a wrestler that you've been booked as like this powerhouse, right? This monster who can't be beat. And you got at some point you got to get to the where it's like, hey, you know, it's been cool, but I kind of want to lose. Like I want to. I've been doing this for a while. I think it's time. Like I just want to go with this. I want to help somebody else out, right?
Yeah.
Like you think that's what it is. Unless your name's Goldberg, you say fuck you. I don't want to lose ever, right? But like I feel like Lesnar's at that point, and from the interviews and stuff, and that I've been hearing and reading and watching, like John Cena and Triple H, like Lesnar has a mind for the business.
Yep.
And gets it.
Yep.
He knows he's not going to be there forever. He knows he has to build for the future. Like I don't think it's missed at all that he has to come to an end, and this should be the one who does it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Agreed.
The same way fucking, he broke the streak. Somebody's got to break the beast. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
and I think this is one of those moments where it's like they understand because I mean I remember what you were saying about Braun, but even Braun did not have this kind of reaction from the crowd.
Well, that's
where
what
it's
I'm
like,
saying. And
where
I
it's
think
like
that's why
literally
they
people.
canceled that.
I mean, they every time his entrance comes, they're panned to the audience, and people are doing the freaking strut, dude. Like it's so crazy how over he is.
But like, remember with Braun when he first came out, and people liked Braun. Like, and remember that match with him and Lesnar, and Braun was handing it to Lesnar.
Yeah,
fucking hit him, and then fucking Lesnar got pissed off and started like really striking him. Like, bitch, you're going too fast. Like, you could see like this could be a great match, but like I said, the audience didn't seem to really fall behind it.
Yeah,
the way it just wasn't ready for it. And they, like I said, they quickly pivoted that storyline, and then Braun was kind of gone. So,
agreed. Okay.
Yeah,
go ahead, John.
No, I just think that we're at the precipice, and based on the interviews that Lesnar has given recently, he knows he's not doing this for much longer, and I don't even think he wants to do it for much longer, which is why he's been doing these interviews where he's been very much himself and he is not in character, and he's talking about the business and the importance of doing things the right way on his build up out. And I just don't see, like I said, that's kind of why in a perfect world for me, he takes a loss. He starts building himself back up with other competition over the next several pay-per-views. And he says, I'm putting it on the line on SummerSlam. Like, I'm coming in, 4 victories in a row, whatever.
Yeah. Or maybe he wants to like avenge the loss against Oba and prove that he can beat Oba.
Yeah,
he's like, I'm gonna put my career on the line. If I can't beat you, I have no reason to be here.
Yeah, but he'll come off of like 4 consecutive victories where he just destroys whoever his opponent is quickly.
Yeah,
gets in that match with Oba for the rematch, and you're like, oh shit, this one, like, Lesnar's gonna show something, and then Oba just destroys him, and Lesnar's like, deuces.
Yeah, and like it could end with like Lesnar giving him like the handshake and basically kind of passing the torch moment. I could definitely see that happening. I hope
I can see it, but I don't want to see it. Like, I want that to end like there's a beef. You know what I mean? Like, I just don't break the fucking kayfabe. Like, let it go. Like, that's it.
Yeah.
Like, also, I hate to see like Lesnar doing interviews because he's always been the quiet one. Like, I don't want to see him in an interview. Right? It's cool to hear the stories and hear the opinion, but also I don't want to see it.
Yeah.
Same thing like with Undertaker having his own podcast and all the shit Undertaker says. Like, I preferred you when you would shut the fuck up and just be the dead man and just like stick to that character.
Just have Paul Bearer say, "Oh yeah."
Well, no, because like you remember for years Taker wouldn't sign autographs because he was in character, right? He believed in keeping it alive. So I wish he'd just continue keeping it alive. Like, I appreciate the stories and the history, Taker, but like also you kind of killed your whole character by doing all these goddamn interviews.
Fair. Okay, let's move on to the Intercontinental Championship ladder match. The 6-pack. You have Penta against Javon Evans, against Dragon Lee, against JD McDonough, against Rusev, against Rey Mysterio. Who you guys got? What do you feel about the match?
I don't care about the match at all. Give it to Rey Mysterio.
Okay.
Yeah, I really don't care about it either. I feel that, well, I would want one of the Luchas to win, right?
Right.
Because those guys have been doing great work. And when I say, I don't mean Rey Mysterio. Give it Penta, Dragon, whatever. Let them do it because those guys have been kicking ass.
Yeah, I think. I mean, the build has been kind of. I mean, it was literally just thrown together, and then we're just like, "Yep, we're gonna have a ladder match."
Right.
So there's like
obviously,
no build.
Rey Mysterio is only there because Dom's gonna get involved because JD's in it, right? And Rey Mysterio's gonna be there to spank his son.
Could be. Yeah, I mean,
but chances are they're gonna have Rusev win because I don't know why people really seem to fucking like Rusev and
really, I don't think
no,
anybody
like in
likes
general, like
Rusev.
people talk highly about Rusev ever since he
Really?
first joined. Yeah.
Wow, I don't know about that.
Oh,
I mean,
I fucking can't stand
I
Rusev.
don't like Rusev at all.
And
I
like
like
WWE keeps
Rusev.
trying to push him as like they still want to keep trying to push him as like when they remember when he first came, he was like he was like a powerhouse.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Like
destroying
and like
John.
they still
Yeah,
trying to push that, and the fact that when you look at everybody involved in this match, Rusev is the one that's odd.
Yeah, I guess so. I mean, my prediction for the match is I think Penta is going to retain. I think he's probably the most over person in the match. People really like Penta. I really like Penta. Um, yeah, I think he's just going to retain. I mean, but the thing is, I can see anybody in this match winning. Like, I can definitely see Rusev winning. I could see Rey Mysterio winning. I could see Javon Evans winning. You know, if they're like, hey, we have this really great kid. It's a great story. He's 21 years old. He beats all these luchadors, all these legends in a match, and like,
But it's like
it'd
they've
be
had
cool.
like interesting stories going on, but like no great story, right?
Yeah,
Because have they also been trying to push him with New Day as well?
yeah. They've been kind of. I mean, they're
And
all these people are all involved in like kind of their own little
yeah,
storyline on
it's
the side.
weird.
so
It's just a weird match.
let me ask you guys this question: who's that jumping out the sky?
Rey.
There you
Okay, so all right.
go. That's all.
All right. So real quick, does anybody else want to comment on the match, or are we good?
Fuck that match.
Okay. It's a really like thrown together match, but it's gonna be entertaining. Like I said, WWE Women's Championship: Jade Cargill and Rhea Ripley. Thoughts and who you got? Yeah, shaking.
I'm gonna
I'm
say
shaking my
Rhea
head
Ripley
too.
because nothing I've seen of Jade impresses me at all. I am not impressed by her. I know Psycho thinks they build her wrong. Um,
Like, just yeah.
I
I don't
haven't
know.
seen anything about her that I feel she deserves any of the recognition or what they've done for her. Like I have not been impressed with anything she's done. So I'll take Rhea Ripley just because, she's Rhea Ripley, I guess, and she's named after, Ripley.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I mean, I'm torn. I mean, I did like Jade Cargill when she was first coming in. I thought she was really cool. I thought she was very impressive looking. She had a crazy physique.
She has a
Um,
physique, but
yeah,
just in ring, I haven't been impressed.
and I think that's part of the problem too. Is she hasn't been wrestling. Like they haven't given her title defenses. So the whole her whole title run has been just kind of like really bad. Like
Yeah,
if I'm being honest, like about it, like
But like, I mean,
it's just it has not been a good title run. She hasn't had like any major. On top of that, they're adding, you know, BFAB and Mishin and creating this stable that just felt very rushed and put together, and just makes no sense for just makes her look more weak. And
I've
I don't
never,
understand why they're like what they're doing with her. It feels
I've
like
only heard of her.
she's directionless. Like she has no direction.
I'd only heard of her a couple times before she joined WWE. So I don't know any of her history, but from what I can see, I don't even know if she can really wrestle well. Like I said, I've seen nothing that impresses me for the amount of attention and push they seem to try and give her. I don't see where she warrants any of that.
Yeah, I still feel like she's very green. Like that's
I
a
mean,
part of the problem.
was she like amazing in another company
No,
or
she wasn't. She wasn't. She wasn't even amazing in the AEW.
oh she came from AEW? So
Yeah,
not many
but
people are amazing
but
in
she hasn't been
AEW.
wrestling
So
for. I mean, she hasn't been wrestling for very long. So,
yeah,
but yeah,
I
I
don't get
mean,
the draw. I don't get it.
it sucks because I mean I really liked her. I really like how they were presenting her when she first came. She had a really awesome like Rumble debut,
yep.
and then but it's just I feel like I mean she did have a good run with Bianca, and that whole storyline with her and Naomi was really good. But
Until she
after
got hurt.
that, until yeah, but then after that, it's just kind of and it really stemmed from her getting hurt, and Naomi having to leave because she got pregnant. But
Yep.
yeah, after that, man, I don't know. She's just been kind of really lackluster, and it's really kind of sucked to see. So I do think Rhea Ripley's going to win because I think they see that this title run has been not very good.
Shit.
and people
Yeah.
are not behind it. Like she's not even getting reactions from the crowd. Like
which is
people aren't even booing.
unfortunate. Which is unfortunate because, like, I've never been a huge fan of Rhea Ripley. She's a good wrestler. Don't get me wrong. She's got size, but like, I'm not all about the goth nonsense, the tattoos everywhere, the ooh, look at me with the black lipstick. Like that's kind of what Rhea is to me. Is like, oh, look at this thing right here.
Don't get me too excited.
Like, she's a good wrestler, but I don't. There's nothing about her, in my opinion, that is exceptional. Right?
Yeah, no,
like,
I agree. I feel she's overrated.
I don't look at her. I don't
see
look
that.
at her and say this is the greatest female wrestler of all time. Right? Like, if she was the greatest female wrestler of all time and she was attractive like that, that would be one thing.
No, that's
like,
I mean, that so first of all, John, that title obviously goes to Becky Lynch. I mean, everyone's saying it. Even Sports Illustrated says it. So
the greatest wrestler of all female wrestler of all time.
Yes. But I'm just joking, by the way.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I agree. I'm not excited. This is I mean, outside of like the women's tag team championship, this is probably the women's match I'm like least excited about. I really don't care about this match.
I guess there could be an argument made for Becky Lynch, huh?
I mean, you could make an argument for Becky Lynch. I don't know that I would be ready to make that argument.
Yeah.
No, like I was just thinking about like the history of like of other
female
wrestlers. I'm like, hold on.
I mean, I love Lita. I love Lita, but from that generation, it would be Trish Stratus, right? Like Trish Stratus would have to be considered the greatest.
I'll put this out there. I love Lita. I love Trish Stratus, but what they were doing versus the division now and how they wrestle, I don't think Lita and Trish Stratus could hold up, right?
I don't. I think both of them. I think if both of them were starting now and at the age that these women are,
I'm just going by what them in their peak then and what these girls are doing now. Not like as like saying, oh well, no, if they were young and started now, they'd have the same. Okay, yeah, they got the same skills. But if you took Lita and Trish Stratus from 2002, 2001, and threw them into here with their style they do, I don't think they would hold up.
That's throwing boxers together, right? Or NBA players or NFL players. Like you just can't. You
it's
can't.
Hard. It's hard. It's hard to make that argument. Yeah.
But at the same. But I guess what it turns into when you look at Lita and Trish Stratus, they were big because of obviously looks, but against the division they were in, right?
They could actually wrestle.
They were big fish in a small pond. I'll say that.
Yeah.
Right. And then there was nothing they could easily stand out. Whereas now, a lot of the women now were inspired by them. So you have an actual division that they would not probably be as standout anymore.
Yeah.
Except for the looks wise, because I still think looks wise they still smoke the current competition.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, outside of Stephanie Becerra, maybe, but.
I just think that Rhea has to win this match, right? Rhea has to win this match. She has to, because everything Jose said, like you're not keeping the belt on Jade Cargill. As much as I was hoping that she would get better, she has not. And I don't know if it's because she's not being given the opportunity for training. She's not, or she just doesn't care. But either way, it's been a couple of years now. She hasn't gotten better. She can't carry the belt anymore. Like you can't leave it on her. It's a liability.
Yeah, agreed. All right. United States Championship match: Sami Zayn against Trick Williams.
Don't give a fuck at all.
I mean, it's all SmackDown stuff. I will tell you because you haven't been watching SmackDown, but Trick Williams is like very, very over with the crowd. I like Trick Williams. He's really good on the mic. He's got a lot of charisma. He's good in the ring too. What I see happening with this match is I think because Trick Williams right now is a heel, that's where you have like Lil Yachty and stuff like that involved when you talked about it earlier. So this is the match that he's involved in. But I see them doing Bret Hart Stone Cold here, whether we're going to see a double turn or we're going to see Sami Zayn go full heel and Trick Williams is going to go face and the crowd's going to get behind him. And I think Trick is going to end up winning.
Yeah. I haven't watched any of that, and I just don't give a shit about Sami Zayn.
Yep.
And I don't know enough about Trick Williams to even be able to pick him out of a crowd.
Totally fair.
I like Sami Zayn, so I want him to win. The only and again, I haven't been watching SmackDown for a long time, but the only thing I know about Trick Williams is the video I saw recently where he was in the ring with LA Knight and he was saying something, and then LA Knight's like, "Did you just say whip that trick?" and started beating his ass. That's the last thing.
Does Sami Zayn still look like a homeless man?
He always looks like that. Yeah,
okay.
That's just how it looks like.
No, I'm good.
All right, Finn Balor and Dominic Mysterio. So Finn's coming back as the Demon.
I want him to
fucking stupid.
I mean, this is a match that's been building up for months.
No. Match be built up all for it.
Yeah.
I hate that they advertise him coming as the Demon.
Oh, you wanted
they
it to be like a surprise?
Surprised everybody with that. Like they advertised it.
I hate when they do that. I agree. I agree 1,000%. I hate when they do that.
People would have flipped their shit.
It also makes it so that he's more likely to lose because I feel like every time they've advertised the Demon, he's lost. Like when they advertised him against Roman Reigns, he lost. When he advertised him against Edge, he lost.
Because for a while it was like he could only win if he was the Demon. Like Finn Balor wasn't good enough.
Like they should have like hinted at it, like he was gonna turn, and then like actually like we see him come out as the Demon at Mania. When like and then you have the picture of like Mysterio like shitting his pants in the ring, like scared shitless.
And again, that's why I told you I got scared for the Lesnar Oba match, because even something as simple as keeping that under wraps to surprise the fans, they let it out. And so they do dumb things.
They should not have advertised as the Demon. That would have been a huge fucking pop from. I mean, it's gonna get a huge pop still, but that surprise pop, the natural holy crap pop, completely gone.
Completely different. It's a completely different entrance theme too, isn't it? When he comes out,
yeah.
It's as soon as it hit, people would have lost their shit.
Like the lights would have gone out, and you would have heard that dun 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 dun, right? Or and then the heartbeat. Like it would have been really awesome, but they fucked it up. So, like WWE tends to do. All right, last match, World Heavyweight Championship, CM Punk and Roman Reigns. I'm kind of excited for this match. I think this is probably, outside of the Oba Femi Brock Lesnar match, I think this is probably going to be the next most anticipated match.
So this is another one that you start wondering, like with how well it's been done, if it's real heat or not, right?
Yeah.
And the only way I determine it's not real heat is because Roman Reigns didn't mention Larry.
Well, yeah, I guess that's true. I was just gonna say because it's Roman Reigns in general. I think Roman Reigns has been kind of like the weak part of this feud. CM Punk's really been carrying a lot of this stuff. The biggest issue I have with this feud is I still don't understand why Roman Reigns. I still don't understand why Roman Reigns hates CM Punk so much. Like it's never been super clear. Like his only argument that he's said in their promos and stuff is that he doesn't like Phil because of like what Phil represents, and that Phil's done nothing with his time as champion, and that he's like irrelevant. It's like all the same like bullshit Roman Reigns says to like almost everyone else when he was champion.
It's weird because like when you watch it, you don't know who's supposed to be the heel or face right now.
Yeah, I guess that's kind of true.
Right? Because like you think it's gonna be Roman Reigns, but then Punk says things about his dad, right? And it's like that's not a face thing to do.
Yeah.
Right? So like, all right, so Reigns is that means Punk is the heel. But then Roman Reigns starts saying shit, you're like, it's like two anti-heroes are now going to fight each other, right?
Yeah.
And
I mean, it's very reminiscent of like Rock and Stone Cold because
it's also like very reminiscent of certain like WCW storylines, right? Where you didn't know what was real and what wasn't real.
Yeah.
So like when Kevin Nash and Scott Hall went in and they would say things like you didn't know what was real and what wasn't. And so I think as far as like the promo build up, it's been very good.
But here's the thing, John, is that the only person that's been doing it and playing it that way is CM Punk.
Yeah.
Like, I don't feel that from Roman Reigns. That's my problem. Is that the only person that makes it feel like it's blurring this line is CM Punk. Roman Reigns still sounds like, I don't know, man. There's something. It's not bloodlines like Roman Reigns. Like, this feels like big dog Roman Reigns again. Like,
It almost.
I don't know, man.
It
Like
seems,
CM Punk's just been carrying it. That's just my opinion.
well, because it seems like Punk is like he's been really pushing out the promo, right? Whereas Reigns has been more on the rebuttal, right? But Reigns will put in like those little one-liners to what Punk is saying to kind of like poke the bear and like almost like, hey, I don't even have to give a fucking full promo. I can just say little nonsense bullshit to like eat at what you're trying to do. Almost like Cena would do with The Rock. You know what I mean? The Rock would be out there giving his promo, and then Cena's like, oh, but you got it written on your wrist. Like, just fucking poking the bear to make him look bad. And it seems like that's kind of what's going on here, where Reigns is like, I don't have to deliver a great promo. I'm just going to fucking do what I can. I'm going to say a couple things here to try and make you look bad. Yeah. And I don't know, but I've been liking what they've been doing. Even Roman Reigns promos, I've been like, yeah, I've been enjoying the shit out of them.
Yeah,
like I said, it's just he hasn't mentioned Larry, so I know it's not real. Because if he really wanted that heat, he wanted to piss off.
And I feel like the best time to do it would have been after, like, the week after he said the stuff about his dad. You know what I mean? Like, that would have been the perfect time to do something. Like, I know it's still fresh, but it's like, damn.
Yeah, because at first when Punk said that about his dad, I was like, ooh, is this might be serious? Like,
yeah, they might not really like. They might really not. Yeah, they might really not like each other. Yeah, no. This is also one of those matches where I honestly, this is like 50-50.
I don't
like,
care.
I don't know who's gonna.
I don't care who wins.
I don't know who's gonna win this match. You could make a very clear argument for Punk winning. You can make a very clear argument for Roman winning.
Do the Usos get involved though?
That's the question. I think they do, because I mean they're on night one, so
I'm
feel
wondering
like
if they're going to use this as a way, for like, the Usos have been wrestling like what 20 years or something.
Something like that, yeah.
So they've been hinting at the Usos breaking up for about 30 years. Then,
longer than they've been alive.
So I wonder if they might try and use this as another one of those moments. Have the Usos come out and have Jimmy and Jay kind of go against each other, right? Because you have Jay, who's obviously on the fuck you. You talked about our family, but then you have Jimmy, who's like, hey, chill. I wonder if they might try and hint at them fucking clashing again.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess I get what you're saying. From what I've watched on YouTube of the promos though, and all that stuff, what it seems like to me is more everybody falling back into line to the part that they played when Roman Reigns was doing the tribal chief stuff. Because that's how the Usos behaved during that whole bloodline run of that couple of years, where Jay was the hothead. He was going to respond to things that were just being said to like goad you into responding, and Jimmy was the one like, calm down. That's kind of what I've picked up from this.
The difference right now with that is that over the past several months now, they've shown where Jimmy's like, hey, you're acting like Roman. Like they had that whole part where he's
Jay,
like, yo, before while Roman was gone, he was the champion. Like, yo, you're acting like Roman, calm down, right? And then the other night, I mean, the way they did it, Jay was telling Roman what to do, and Roman was doing what Jay said.
And Jay's like showing a lot more like heel-ish tendencies for sure.
Because like they tried to get him out of the ring. He's like, do it. Hey, you know you gotta do it. Get him. And then Roman's like, fuck it. And then went after Punk, right? Like almost like Jay's the one pulling the Roman strings right now. And they're really kind of hinting at that.
Yeah.
So I'm wondering if that's gonna be like, if they're gonna use that to kind of be like, that's what breaks the straw on Jimmy's back. Like, yo, now you're worse than Roman.
Yeah. I don't know. I definitely do feel like the Usos are going to get involved at some point. How they're going to get involved is up for debate. I mean, I think what's going to happen is I think they're going to help Roman win. Something's going to happen. Maybe the ref getting knocked down. Roman's going to be like, no, I don't want you guys' help. I want you guys to leave. And then like as they're leaving while the ref is down, like CM Punk like hits Roman with like a low blow or a chair or something like that, and that causes like Jay to go back, and like then they get involved. Jay gets involved with like CM Punk, and then something happens, and then ultimately, like they mess up or they miscommunicate, and like Roman hits Jay with the spear, and then CM Punk gets like the GTS and then like wins or something. So I think there's gonna be some kind of shenanigans there that's gonna happen with the Usos for sure. So
I'm wondering
but
also
I think
if-
CM Punk's gonna win at the end of the day.
if anybody else gets involved
Who
to
else can
control
get
the-
involved?
to control the Usos. So the rest of the fucking family from SmackDown that was just in the match Monday night.
Oh, I would hate that because they're like so under the card. Like they're even like way below the Usos, at my opinion. Like,
Or even Jacob Fatu. You know what I mean? Like it's a.
I mean,
there's a whole
Jacob could get
family
involved. Sure.
dynamic going on. Like,
Yeah.
It didn't Zilla just get signed into?
Oh, I don't know about that. I have no idea.
I could have sworn I saw something about Zilla Fatu got signed into.
No
The
idea.
WWE.
Who's is Zilla? He's Umaga's son, right? Is Zilla Umaga's son?
Yeah.
Yeah, I
One
believe
had
so.
legal trouble.
Yeah. He's like really young too. He's like 22 or 23.
Because he's the one who's like a legit fighter too. Like,
Yeah, he's like a legit hothead, and he's like actually got in trouble with the law too. So.
well, yeah, no, well, so is
Yeah, Jacob Fatu has as well, but Jacob Fatu's.
and so had the Usos. You know, they like the.
Oh yeah, true. Well, especially now he's attacking Cameron on a podcast. This is kind of
Yeah, but Zilla
crazy.
Fatu, but he's like a legit boxer too. or
Yeah,
some
yeah,
shit. Yeah.
So okay,
Yeah,
So
I'm curious if anybody else gets involved. That they use this as a way to introduce another family member into the mix because there
Could be.
seems to be a surplus of.
could be.
of
I
female
like
family.
I like them to keep it between Roman and the Usos, like the original bloodline. I like that idea. It's long. It's good. It's good storytelling. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. John, what are your thoughts on it, John?
I mean, I don't know who's going to win the match. Like you said, it could go either way. My thing is normally at WrestleMania, if somebody comes out for like a main event or a championship match for one person, somebody else comes out for the other person as well. And I just don't know who would come out for CM Punk. Right? Like who would be the one that would show up to help CM Punk?
Yeah.
That's why I'm thinking the Usos split.
Because it just, like, for me, even with Cody, right, The Rock shows up, The Undertaker shows up, and it was supposed to be Stone Cold, and everybody knows it was supposed to be Stone Cold, but it didn't work out at the last minute when they were trying to do it. But, like, it always works that way. When you're in one of these main event matches and someone comes out at WrestleMania for the other team, somebody else comes out, like Triple H and Sting, right? Like, so if you're going to have people come out for Roman Reigns, then somebody has to come out for CM Punk. And while what Chris is saying, maybe the Usos split, maybe that happens. I think it has to be somebody else. And at this point, I don't know who it would be. It wouldn't make sense for it to be The Rock. It wouldn't make sense for it to be Stone Cold, right? I don't know who it is. Who comes out? Does Kevin Owens come back? Right? It's like Kevin Owens come back and interfere and go after Roman Reigns and the bloodline. Like, who is it going to be? I don't know.
It's Chris Jericho confirmed.
No, because Chris Jericho just re-signed with AEW.
Yeah, he's back with AEW.
Oh, I'm sorry, you guys don't like jokes. My bad. Fuck, I have to try and kill it with technicalities. Jesus Christ. Fucking downers.
Yeah, I mean, it could be part of that. I mean,
Ooh.
I think part of the story with CM Punk is
Hold on.
he's always kind of been like a loner by himself. So
I've been hearing rumors about this, and I'm not really familiar with his work, but there's been a lot of speculation in a lot of the groups that MJF is jumping ship.
He did just lose very abruptly to Darby Allin.
But he just signed a deal with
He signed
AEW.
he signed an extension like I think a year ago.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
But no, there's a lot of people saying
I don't
that
think
there's a lot of speculation that he's going to appear the Raw after SmackDown or as Raw after Mania.
That'd be insane if that happens. I don't know how that would be one of the biggest wrestling coups of all time. If MJF shows up,
think about
on Raw, on the
like, if
roster.
somebody's going to come out, who's it going to be? And it's like nobody in WWE right now has a story where they would make sense to even give a shit about Punk, right? He's very much the lone wolf in the way he's doing things.
Yeah.
Even the guys that he kind of has things going on with the Usos or even LA Knight, like they have like little tag, like he doesn't give a fuck about them.
Yeah.
So it would essentially make sense if it's not somebody from AEW where he's got a past over there.
I mean, but would MJF be the? Because here's my thing: is I love MJF. I think he's the best thing on AEW. But is he? I feel like he's not outside of AEW. He's not like a big global star. I feel. I mean, I could be wrong, but I don't think he has that same kind of like name recognition.
I think if he jumped ship to WWE, he would absolutely get that name recognition. I think the only thing holding him back is the fact that he's not on a global program, right? Like WWE would offer him.
Yeah.
And AEW can say whatever it wants. It's not at the same level as WWE.
Yeah.
And MJF is interesting because he says in interviews, right? Like when he's not in character in interviews, he says, you know, like, I support the company that pays me, right? So like I'm an entertainer. I am under contract with this company. I'm going to say things supportive of this company, right? And you don't know how I feel in real life because this is a business and it's not about how I really feel about anything. It's about living up to the contract that I signed to be with this company. Because they asked him recently about why he chose AEW over WWF, and he said that he didn't, right, like AEW's vision of MJF aligns with what he wants right now. And then he's like, or maybe I'm just saying that to you because I'm supporting the company that paid me. And he's like, there were definitely offers from WWE. He's like, I just went here.
The only other idea, and I don't know people's contracts, what's going on with individuals, right, outside of WWF.
Yeah.
But there's been a lot of mention in these promos of Punk saying, oh, I brought the Shield. There's a lot of talk about the Shield.
Mm-hmm.
Does Ambrose show up?
No, because he's still.
I don't know what his contract. If he's out of contract, whatever. But
yeah, he's still like MJF. That is actually like I think a possibility. Like it's a very small possibility, but I mean he just dropped the title to Darby Allin in like 3 minutes. Like after having like an insane match against which first of all was really stupid. But like he had an insane match with Kenny Omega. And then to go from, so a lot of people are actually like really pissed right now at AEW because like people love Darby Allin, but people are like, how are you going to have MJF go against one of the best wrestlers in the world, have a 45-minute match with Kenny Omega and then have him lose like 3 nights later to Darby Allin in like a 2-minute match.
Yeah.
Like it makes no sense. So it's possible because like why else would they do that? You know what I mean? Like it kind of makes sense because it's like why would they do that?
I'm only mentioning Ambrose because they keep mentioning the Shield and they even mentioned him by name by Dean Ambrose.
Yeah, Paul Heyman did. Yeah.
John Moxley is under contract till 2027 with AEW, unless of course he negotiated a release and got released or whatever, which I don't think is
but
probable.
He's still
it's going to be the official announcement that WWE and AEW can cross platforms. They've signed a deal. It's official. Just like they do with TNA. We're doing it with AEW now.
No.
Another one to think about would be Daniel Bryan.
Yeah, I don't know. I just feel I don't think anybody's going to come out for Punk. Unfortunately, I think like I said, I think it's just going to involve the Usos.
Isn't
I feel
Bryan
like something's going to happen. I think so. I don't remember. He hasn't been on television.
Is he at the point where like he just really can't wrestle anymore? Like he's
really no. It's not that he can't wrestle. I think he just retired. I think
he's not supposed to be wrestling. He said that his neck was getting worse.
Yeah.
But like he could come back and interfere in a match, right?
Like he can interfere in a match. I mean, his wife's already there, so maybe.
But it's possible. So, you know, anything. I'm not gonna say it's not possible because I mean, literally anything's possible. You never know. But
I just
yeah,
don't. I think that'd be weird. Daniel Bryan comes out like I can't see him running out with like the momentum and the drive that you need for like that match to really be interfered. He'd come out like I don't think you'd get the right feel for him coming out to interfere in that.
yeah. But I
He'd
mean, the
come out in
thing,
jeans and a fucking flannel shirt and like,
yeah,
oh look, I'm here. I don't know.
yeah. I don't know. Well, I guess we'll have to see on Sunday night and see.
So
what
nobody knows how long the contract is that MJF signed in 2024. He signed a multi-year contract extension, is what people believe, in AEW 2024, but it's never been announced how much or how long the contract was. Some people speculate that maybe it was 3 years, making him a free agent in 2027. And the only thing that MJF has ever said about it is that he got paid well over $15 million on the contract. And that's all he said. He's never given a yearly update.
Which is understandable. It's private.
Yeah, but what he said that they paid me over $15 million, which is top guy money, for me to stay.
Yeah.
So who knows?
We will see. We'll see on Sunday night, I guess, what they end up doing. But yeah, like this. That match can go either way. So, like I said, my prediction is CM Punk. So
My prediction is pain.
pain.
WWE
WWE's gonna screw it up somehow. Look at what happened last year.
You know, Rocky 3. Can you give us your prediction?
Oh, pain.
Pain.
Got it.
Jesus. Well, and that's it, right? That was the last one.
Yeah.
Now that it's 11:15.
Yeah.
Yep.
So let's get out of here. Got shit to do tomorrow. Like work.
Yep. Me too.
So, well, I appreciate those coming around, taking part in the chat, sharing opinions. Joe left because he's old. But yeah, no, good show, good conversation.
Definitely.
Appreciate you guys coming out. Cuban guy, thank you.
Of course.
Psycho, are you sleeping on the couch still? You're just staying in the studio?
Yes, absolutely.
All right, cool. Appreciate that. Anything to plug, Cuban guy? You streaming it again or?
Probably not until summer, but during summer, definitely planning on it for sure.
Okay. I know you got nothing to plug, Psycho. Unless you want to plug like next week's episode that we don't know what it is yet.
I don't know.
All right. Well, next week's episode we don't know what it's about yet, so come watch that. It'll be fun. We always have fun. And drinks and toys, that'll be a thing next week. Never know that topic. Hopefully it's not Transformers. Jesus, I had to try and keep myself awake the other night. But
all right.
Cool. That's on that and insulting a show. Join us next time when we discuss how, Star Wars sucks. That'll be a good topic.
No.
Lord.
Yes.
No.
Alrighty.